I used to be somebody before that freak Caillou sent his armies south and ruined everything. We had a nice racket going on in the land of the Freelords, or what the rest of the Flaness calls the Bandit Kingdoms. We had a territory we ran, and we hustled and stole what we could from who we could. Sure, we fought amongst ourselves, and I'd just as soon stick my dagger into someone from the Freelords as anywhere else. But we always banded together when an outside force threatened all of our businesses. But all that changed when Ayus came a-calling. Half of the Freelords joined forces with Ayus to save their skins, and the other half got wiped out or sent packing to the other lands, or down into the rift. I was no hero, and neither were any of my mates. So after the massacre of Steelbone Meadows, we did what any guys in our situation would have done. We hightailed it out of there. The only problem is that everywhere we went, there were old enemies waiting. After finally getting corralled by the Ernst soldiers, I was left to rot in the dungeon, waiting for them to decide what to do with me. The way the gods look at us, I don't think we're gonna like what it is they have in store.
All right, and we are live.
Hello and welcome
Hey,
to Return to
everybody.
the Bandit Kingdoms.
Hey, everybody!
Episode. How do you say 11? How do you say 11 in Spanish?
Once.
Onse.
How do you say it in Russian?
No idea.
I know French. I know how to say it in
Mother
French.
Russia,
11, comrade.
forks you.
It's elf in German.
L11.
Elf
Oh,
in
wait.
German.
Elf.
Yes, elf.
Da.
All right, we are getting number 11 off to an awesome start.
That's right. You get what you pay for.
Yeah, well, that's fair. That's fair.
And if you're paying nothing, which everybody who's watching this is, you're definitely getting what you paid for. So. But anyway, hello and welcome to Return to the Bandit Kingdoms, episode 11. I am, of course, Will DM. Before we get into the round of introducing everybody today, I do want to say that due to circumstances and scheduling and what have you, unfortunately, our lovely Phil will no longer be with us. So we are losing our player Phil, and I want to say thank you to Phil for playing when he did. It was awesome. I enjoyed having you here, and Norjor will be sorely missed. So now how do I take care of that in-game? We'll find out. Do I just cheese out? Probably. It's pretty easy. So anyway, with that having been said, let's go ahead and we'll start with the introductions. And we won't start with Jarrus because he ran away.
He just wandered off.
It's like,
still
He
really
couldn't.
broken
He's
up
really.
about
He's taking
Phil
the whole
leaving
Phil
and
thing
he
very
ended up
hard.
yeah,
I never went anywhere. I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah, that's right. Hey, Michael, you just lower your camera down just a tad.
I don't want to lower it.
You've got, there you go. That's working good. Okay. All right. Well, well, since Jarrus has been here the entire time and I just didn't notice him, we're going to go ahead and start off with our introductions with Jarrus. Go ahead and tell everybody the character you're playing. You know what? I don't know if anybody did any homework. It's totally optional. It's extra credit if you want to say something else about yourself as well. Take it away.
So I'm Jarrus, and I play Raleigh. Sometimes Raleigh is Morgan. It's a whole thing. Raleigh is a sorcerer who has no idea that he is a sorcerer. No one's ever told him. He's been manipulated and taught magic, but he thinks it's just things that happen sometimes. He doesn't really understand that he's a caster, and he thinks magic is really cool and would love to do magic, but yeah. And something about me. I don't know. I'm not eating gluten anymore, and it's kind of weird.
That's true. That's true. And how's that working out for you?
Yeah.
You know what I just
It's
thought
all right.
of? No gluten means no beer, right?
Yeah, no, I'm Crown Royal, man.
That's all right. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Well, thank you, Jairus. Now, directly beneath Jairus, we have the ever popular Steve. Steve, why don't you tell everybody
Sure.
who you're playing and a little bit something about yourself, if you so choose.
Yeah, I'm playing Wyndon. He is a sharpshooter criminal. He was sort of enforcer, right-hand man of some people in what used to be the guild. He was in it for the money. Now he's in it for his soul and the money. Me, I actually lived with a couple members of the band Wilco for a few months when I was in Chicago.
Shut up!
Cool.
Did you really?
I did, actually, yeah.
Oh.
So that's probably the most interesting fact I have.
All right, wait. We got to ask a question about that.
Yep.
All right, hold on. So, like, you're living with a bunch of guys in a band.
Well, I
He
lived in a
was a
house.
groupie, is what I'm hearing.
I didn't know who Wilco was. I'd
Passed
never heard of them
around.
before I moved to Chicago.
That's quite all right.
So that's probably why they let me live there. I mean, it wasn't all, obviously, but like they probably was like, oh, this guy doesn't know who we are. Awesome. So, but yeah, lived with John actually. In his
Yeah, I don't
house.
know who that is. All I know is, and this will say a lot about me, I'm going to jump. Okay, this is my you don't know much about me. I used to listen to public radio like a freaking fiend for a while, okay? I stopped, but Wilco was like on all their damn shows. Okay,
Yeah.
There you go. Now you know something about me, and that's how I know Wilco. And that's the only reason I know Wilco. And I don't know if it's bad if you're on Garrison Keeler's. What was that? A Prairie Home Companion? If your band is on a Prairie Home Companion, have you made it or have
I
you
don't know what
failed?
even that means. I've heard of the band Wilco. I feel like I have a lot of boning up to do on a lot of popular entertainment sources.
You don't know what Prairie Home Companion is?
No.
That's
That's
okay.
Public radio is.
Public
Okay.
radio, to me, public radio was like NPR.
That
I
is
listen- I
what
listen
public.
to-
Yeah, it's on NPR.
And
so
Wilco
it's
is
just
on that? I mean, I
podcasts
listened to that,
before there
but-
were podcasts, basically, is what I'm saying.
All right, I'll take that for what it is. So with that having been said, all right, let's go over to Michael. Michael's playing Three Toes. Michael, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody about who you're playing and something about yourself, if you so choose.
I am playing Three Toes, and Three Toes is someone who enjoys killing. Maybe a little bit too much, but this
Maybe.
was maybe a little too much. But he does have ambitions and hopes and dreams. He wants to someday, really expand on that role and kill some more. So
Become a
that's-
family man, so then he can kill his family, show them the ultimate love. Oh, that's
Right.
twisted. I don't even know why I thought
That's-
of that.
Yeah, we're
That's super
learning too
twisted,
much
yeah.
about you now, Will. Jeez.
All right, directly
super
north
twisted there.
of Michael, we have the illustrious producer, Adam. Adam, why don't you go over and tell everybody who you're playing and something about yourself you still choose.
Hey everybody, I'm Adam. I'm now playing Norjor, since the character is free. All right, I'm not. I'm playing Silverwolf, the Ranger. Yeah, he's from the Tangles, so we still got a guy from the Tangles.
Yeah, we still got that covered.
Yeah, he's he's an all right guy. He's a little angry, a little violent, but it's the Bandit Kingdoms. What do you expect?
Yeah, exactly. That's what
yeah.
happened.
Although he finally killed some bad guys recently, which is the first time I think he's ever done that. He's attacked people, but hasn't actually hit anybody for a while. So that was fun.
Yeah.
Something about me. What is there to say? There's so much. What do I choose? I eat a lot of gluten.
Yeah, but no meat. But no meat.
No, I've swapped meat for gluten, so I just eat just piles of gluten. Other than that, raw gluten. I enjoy long walks on the beach.
Who doesn't?
Snacking on gluten.
You know what I
Just
found out the
buy
other day?
wheat and then just sit there and eat the wheat.
I eat the seagrass. We have a lot of seagrass here. I just pick it up and then I eat it.
Okay, I found out the other day. You know that song? Do you like pina coladas? I don't know who sings it or any of that different stuff.
Rupert Holmes or something like that?
Of course, the guy who lived with Wilco knows who the hell that sings that song.
I thought it was
Rupert
oh,
something.
no.
Something with Rupert in there.
I don't
Anyway,
know.
sorry, go on.
That song's about cheating.
Yeah, of course it is.
Well, yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, of course it is.
But it has a happy ending,
Yeah,
so it's okay.
Rupert Holmes. Yep.
but it has a happy ending.
It's not like hidden in there. It is the whole
Very,
song is
very obvious.
I'll be honest with you.
Assuming-
As soon as we got to the Pina Colada part, I put on a new song.
There you go.
That
Thank
was-
you. You know, you're talking about a guy who listens to like gangster rap and like thrash metal and classical
You can
music.
listen to
There
it
you
all.
go. There you go. There's something you can learn about me. I am a big, huge fan of classical music as well as thrash metal and gangster rap. Go figure.
But not apparently wonderful, twisty,
not Pina Coladas.
repetitive folk
Nope.
songs.
I don't even Rupert. Don't know nothing about that dude.
It's a classic, man.
I know
It
it's a
is, yeah.
classic. Oh no, I see what you're trying to do there. You're trying to get that you like classical. It's a class. It's not.
No, I'm saying like songs that popular are that popular for a reason. You should probably check them out.
All right. After this broadcast, I'll go check it out. I promise.
No
All
more
right,
jokes. Let's get Raleigh. Go.
Actually, just listen to some Pavarotti, and it'll get better.
There you go. And the only we don't really have any plugs this week besides just go and find Greyhawk and any of its sources online. I do have on. I don't know if you can see it. It is the Wicked Studios T-shirt.
Yeah,
Anybody
can
see
we buy that in a store?
You can actually buy that off of the. Let me see. I'm seeing it on the playback. Yeah, there it is. Okay, those are available actually through the Facebook page.
Oh,
If you
there
go
you
onto the Facebook page and go into the store,
The
for the
Facebook
Wicked-
page, which is kind of hard to see, but if you look at the bottom of your screen, facebook.com/Bandit Kingdoms.
you know what? And I have to switch it over to that because it's I got to link the two together. I've got the Wicked Studios. one
Oh,
and
that's
the
right,
Bandit
Wicked
Kingdoms,
Studio.
two
Yeah,
separate.
never mind.
So,
Don't do
it's
that.
not-
If you want the shirt, you got to go somewhere else.
You go to the parent company. You go to Wicked Studios on Facebook. It's on there.
It's
You know
like
what?
a treasure hunt. You'll feel that much better if you finally
You have
find
to
And
search
some-
through all of the Facebook pages, all of them.
it. In
You
one
know
of
what?
our
And you'll
last
find
I
it.
will do. I am going to go and I will post the link down in the chat, and then everybody can know exactly where they can get it. How about that? I won't do it tonight because it'll take away from my illustrious job of entertaining you.
Yeah, we got to get going.
So-
on the nose.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to actually do a little bit of a retcon off of where we ended last week. Because last week, first of all, who wants to do the recap? And I don't want Adam to do it because Adam does it all the time. Jarris, you can do it.
All right, so we were trying to get the book. There was a puzzle. Raleigh jumped all over the puzzle like a little kid splashing in mud puddles.
And eventually figured it out.
He did.
Yeah. I mean, let's just keep track of this. So far, we have Raleigh's puzzles solved 1, rest of the group 0. So
That's true.
think about that. And then, as if that's not enough, Raleigh gets the book. You're welcome. Everybody seemed really pissed off about it. You're supposed to get the book. You got the book.
Right, but what happened when you picked up the book, though? What happened when you picked up the book?
Yeah, so, a couple people maybe got teleported to their certain demises, but one of them was Three Toes, and, that's like a
Really,
vacation.
really appreciated it. Actually, really enjoyed it. It was a nice place to go.
And, Raleigh, as with Silver Wolf, they had Salice take them, and they came in to save the day, of course. And so it was a big battle ensued. We barely escaped with our lives. But
Norjor decided not to go, stayed and grabbed the book.
Yes.
So
that's
once
important to point out.
we got teleported to this this temple with some Iusian cultists and a demon and some shitbag wizards, we didn't have the book.
That's true.
We made Salice come with us to get us out of there, although, truth be told, there were 2 doors leading to the outside very close by. We didn't need her. It turned out we didn't need her. So we teleported out of there because we had her, so we didn't need to use the front door like chumps. But yeah, so we left Norjor with the book as a rat.
And Three Toes tried really hard to die.
Yeah, but
But
Raleigh
wasn't
saved his
having
life.
it.
He did.
I managed to rescue a woman who was being held hostage. It was about to be
that was my favorite part. I forgot about that.
But I managed to save her and sacrifice her to Nerul instead. So,
Yeah, so
that
there was a
actually was
woman
my
who was
favorite part.
captured, going to be sacrificed, and Three Toes decided, well, I'm going to run up here and I'm going to do the sacrifice, and just killed her right before the Ayuzi instead, and no attempt to save her. Just,
So the whole episode, just go back and that one part alone makes
yeah,
it worth it. That was fantastic.
Now, for everybody watching, the reason I do these recaps is in the hopes that you get so confused due to the explanations from the rest of the party that you go, God, fuck this! I gotta go watch it. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. And
Three Toes did save her, rescued her from Ayuz. That was his only goal.
That was.
yeah, I
He
mean, if you
made
look
the
at it
other
that way.
cultists a very
Successful.
kind offer too, which they were not interested in for some reason.
Yeah.
I did
Something
offer
way
to
down and
accept
let me
their
kill you one
surrender.
time.
You did. Okay. So I've got. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I put the link for the T-shirt, the overpriced T-shirt, into the. But it really shows how much you care if you buy it. I'm
Yeah,
just saying,
it's only
you don't have to.
$300.
Yeah, that's it. You know, Papa got a boat payment.
Canoe payment.
Yeah,
About the same. Okay.
it's
Five
low.
more shirts. It'll be a boat.
Yeah.
What actually happened in what originally had happened is that you guys all, after you had this fight going on inside the old temple of Nerul, because that's where you ended up being teleported to. You guys got together. You brought Salice with you. She was able to be cognitive enough. She got up, and everybody got around her eventually, and she was able to teleport you all away. Is what ended up happening. So that's how. And then after she teleported you, you guys appeared in Salice's apartment. Okay, so that is where we're going to pick back up.
Now, was the half-orc still there?
Yes, the half-orc that this is. Yeah, I guess I don't know if anybody mentioned that. So while they were, after they had all gotten teleported by picking up this book off the altar, teleported them away. There was in the altar. There's a bunch of cultists of Ayuz, priests of Ayuz, what have you, demon. They're fighting them, and while they're fighting them, a very large, shapely woman in armor and plate and a big sword comes running into the action from out of nowhere and starts fighting with the cultists and everybody else that was there. And when she went with them, when they were teleported and went back to Salice's apartment, when they go there afterwards, originally Norjor was there, but unfortunately now what is happening, this is the retcon part. You guys appear in Salice's apartment. Salice, after you guys appear in his flashlight, crumples to the floor. The lady that had been helping you is there as well. She takes her two-handed sword and sheaths it onto the scabbard on her back and pulls off this full helm that she has on and shakes out her green hair, and she's a half-orc. And so I don't know if you can go ahead and switch over to the...
You got a lot of demands, man.
I do. I'm a demanding guy. There's a reason I've been engaged 4 times and never married. So there you go. There's something else. See?
Wow. I don't know if this is like an episode of This Is Your Life or some sort of form of group therapy. It's one or the other.
So much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. So this is how it is. Everybody's kind of in that kind of a circle. Salice is there, collapsed on the carpet there, and the lady is right there, and she has just pulled off her helmet. Now she immediately goes to the downed gnome and like takes her and the gnome looks even smaller in this great huge woman's arms as she picks up and cradles the gnome and says, "Oh, it's okay, don't worry, you'll be all right, I'll help you, oh, it's okay." And you see that as she's kind of like stroking the side of her face, some like blue energy comes around her hand and seems to start to envelop and encompass all of Salice's body. While she was laying on the ground, you could tell she had like a grimace and was kind of like, she didn't seem conscious, but she was like rolled up into a ball, like she was like feeling some pain. But you seem that she seems to relax. The grimace on her face melts away, and while she doesn't wake up, she seems to be resting peacefully now in this very large woman's arms. And she looks up and she looks at all of you and goes, "Where can I put her to lay her down so that she may rest properly?"
So while all this is happening, Raleigh isn't paying any attention. He's like super jazzed up, and he's still got the haste spell going, and he's doing like rapid air punches and rock star kicks, and he's like, "Woo!" And he's pointing 3 toes like, "You don't get to die today!" And he tries to run up the wall and do a back. And he's never done that before, so I have no idea whether it's going to work. But so yeah, actually, I'm going to assume it doesn't. So he like tries to run up the wall and do a backflip, and he like kind of lands on the ground, but he just starts like somersaulting on the ground.
There you go. What do they call that when you like just move your legs and you like go in a circle? That's what you're doing.
The Homer Simpson?
Yeah, if you fall down, you just start going around in a circle.
And then he gets back up, and he sees the half-orc, and he just like stops and then runs across the table and dive tackles her, and tries to grapple her.
Okay, so there's no table, so you don't dive across it, but
okay.
So you guys are in. Remember, that's like the AA meeting area,
right?
It's like the carpet with a circle of chairs.
Oh, it's a carpet. That's right.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a strength.
Athletics.
Yeah, give me an athletics, because you're gonna just dive at her.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what she does is
that's pretty good.
she just holds up her hand in an attempt to just like stop you.
Oh shit!
So this is what happens. Raleigh just goes, "Aha!" and just dives at her. She just holds up her hand. Fool, please, like the Heisman Trophy guy, and you just like boom. And then she just kind of
like a little kid, like trying to reach for her, and she's got his hand on his forehead, and she's like, "Me and my cousin Silverwolf, we hate half-orcs. I'm not sure why."
Shut up and sit down. She just kind of like pushes you back. How long does that haste last?
It's only a minute.
It's
Paul.
a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right now is probably a good time to.
You could go clean the apartment for a little bit. Okay, so she looks around again and goes, is there no place for me to set this woman? Fine.
I'll say,
and she gets up.
We don't know where she normally sleeps,
Right.
but...
she goes over to these doors, kicks them in, boom, starts walking in here. Well, here's a bed. Maybe this will work. And she comes over and she sets Salice down on this bed.
As she's doing that, I turn to Wind and I say, and Three Toes, I guess. So you guys are from this place. Any idea who the hell she is?
I don't know. Will? Do we have any idea who she is?
No. She's a big ass half-orc.
Okay.
No, I'm
after
not
she-
familiar with this particular subspecies. This demi-human.
Okay, and then after she comes back out and she like puts her fists on her hips and she's like, "Well, hello."
Who
Hello.
are you?
Thank you for your assistance in there.
Yeah, you're welcome. I was coming to save my friend. I had found out through the assistance of the priests of Norjor that she was going to be sacrificed. Unfortunately, I wasn't in time to save her.
Yeah,
No,
that's
she was
unfortunate.
sacrificed prior to you coming.
Sorry
Yes.
for your loss.
But I saw that you were fighting these Iusian bastards, so I decided to join you. I am Zendra Talis. I am a paladin. What the fuck's that dude's name? Hold on.
You're
Talk
the
amongst
worst
yourselves.
kind of paladin.
I am. I'm the worst kind of DM too. Hold on, let me find out what the hell the name of that. What's the name of the guys from the Tangles, man? The priests that were there.
Is it
Oh,
Taylor?
I have that somewhere.
They're. Hold
You
on.
never remember their name.
Yeah.
It's definitely Ty.
The Tritherion?
Tritherion.
Tritherion.
Sure wasn't Todd.
Todd. Yeah.
Todd
knows
Tritherion.
friends.
Yeah, he's the guy. He's the guy who started the cult.
I'm a paladin of Tritherion. I've been working with a cell here in Rookroost, attempting to undermine everything that these Iusians are doing and try to bring some semblance of peace to this land. Although, I kind of like operating here, because no matter where I swing my sword, pretty much those people deserve to die.
So you're against Ius.
Of course I'm against Ius.
Well, I mean, you say of
She
course,
reaches
but
up-
you're an
She
orc.
reaches up and she grabs the hilt of her sword. She doesn't draw it. You're not? I just assumed.
No,
since
we
you're
are.
fighting-
I'm surprised that
definitely
you are.
Opposed.
And I'm
Yeah.
not
Who are-
moving because I'm
who are you
exhausted now
people?
because of the haste is worn off. So I'm trying to look casual as I'm sliding in my chair a little bit.
Okay. Explain
Guys, I don't feel
yourselves.
so.
Well, are you? Well, you're clearly not native to Rookroost. But
Hell
yes,
no.
we,
I'm
we
originally
find
from
ourselves.
Fieldlands. And yes,
What
this
was
is
that?
a woman talking in this very deep voice.
She's a half-orc. I'd be
And
surprised if she
I
had a little
gotta
high-pitched
say-
voice.
She's yeah, that would have been better, huh? Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Andra. I'm a paladin. No.
I'm 6'4", 350 pounds.
No, she's closer to 7 foot. This is a big woman, and she is kind of good looking. I mean, in a half-orc kind of way. She's got these kind of tiny tusks. One's kind of broke off a little bit. Just the slightest of upturned nose, but long dark green hair. She's got kind of a light green pallor to her skin, which is kind of rosy around the cheeks right now from being, active. And she is extremely shapely. I mean, she has muscles and femininity just slammed into one half plate suit of armor. I mean, yeah.
At the risk of sounding racist, she's also an orc.
Half-orc.
It doesn't matter. She's a demi-human.
I'll say, what was her name again? I'm sorry, was it
Zendra.
Zendra? Okay. I'll say Zendra, well, again, thank you for help. We are definitely opposed to Ius. We find ourselves allied against him.
Now, I don't have any problems with aligning with some people that are questionable in their disposition. That's the reason I allied myself with the priest of Neural. But
What do you know of the priest of Neural?
she looks at, well, I don't. They're death priests. I don't know. What do you want to know?
I've been kind of looking to seek them out.
Well, if you guys can prove to me that you're not worth killing, maybe I'll take you to see them. I've been working with them. There's some of them still around in the city, working underground, subversively, trying to take down Ius.
I'll say,
He's kind of intense.
yeah. I'll say, so let me guess. There's some sort of quest or errand that you want us to help you with? Is this where we're going with this?
No.
Okay.
I was thinking you guys could just tell me about yourselves, and
Sure.
I'm a good judge of character, and
All right. Yeah.
if that's the case, then I'll take you to them.
That's a kind of
Perfect.
refreshing taste.
Have I
Well,
shown you my dagger collection yet? I began pulling out daggers, and you see that that I have them all wrapped in that red ribbon and string that Salice gave me earlier. Every dagger, every weapon I have is now wrapped in this red string and red ribbon, and I start laying them out around me.
Good.
She Zendra actually seems to be fairly interested in the daggers, and you see she's kind of torn. She keeps looking over and looking. Ooh, that's a nice one. I like. Oh. and then trying to pay attention what everybody else says. So, so first of all, why don't you just tell me what the hell were you doing in there, fighting a whole church full of Iusians and a demon to boot? I mean, I'm a paladin. I can take care of myself. But you guys, on the other hand, not so sure.
Well,
They seem to need sacrificing, and
Yes, and I will
send them
I
on
will
their way.
kill them all for taking care of my friend.
Yep. Yep.
They took care of her all right, and I
Yeah.
Sure,
So-
did a
what?
little wink at Three
You had a
Toes.
friend there? Who was your friend?
Nobody. No, don't worry about it.
My friend was Ballista.
We're
She
get-
was the one that was on the altar.
right,
Well,
and now she's been sacrificed.
You can rest assured that she's been freed and she's moved along.
I know. She was a faithful Tritherian servant. Of course she's moved on. She's gone to a better place.
Yep.
Yes.
I like where you're thinking.
Like,
Yeah, he's
better
very
place.
spiritual.
So I'm Wyndon.
Hello, Wyndon.
I used
I'm
to live,
Zendra Talis.
used to live in Rick Roost, and now I'm back. Just trying to make my way through and take down some IUs. That's what I'm about right now.
So that's why you were in there, just to walk in and
I'm
start
sorry.
killing people?
Well, no,
That's
that was
a
bit more
big,
than
huge
an
set of nuts you got on you there, buddy.
That was a bit of an accident, actually. We found ourselves
Accident.
there. Surprising. It was a surprise that we showed
Okay.
up there.
I gotta say,
It might have been
so
an
far,
accident for him. Raleigh steps in and he like smooths his hair back. He's like, I knew exactly what I was doing. I'm not afraid of no cultists.
But sure,
Excellent. And your name is?
Well, I'm Raleigh, of course. And he bows low.
She puts her hand out so you can kiss it.
Yeah, sure.
All right, that's my man. after you kiss her hand, she ruffles your hair.
I
I'm
pull out
Zendra
one of my
Talis.
bottles of wine.
I look decidedly ill.
And Raleigh kind of remembers. He's like, oh yeah, wait, no, we're supposed to. What? And he kind of looks at Silver Wolf. He's like, why does she suck again? We hate her, right?
What? You hate me?
I don't know, man.
She
This is
reaches
all
out and she grabs the hat.
All right,
the
okay.
hilt of her
Here's the
two-handed sword on
all
the
right.
back
Here's the
of it.
thing. We're not used to good orcs.
I'm not an orc.
You're close.
Close enough.
I'm a
I
half-orc.
think that
Is there a
Right.
difference?
Most of the
Yeah.
half orcs that I've
Well, of
known
course there's
have-
a difference. Orcs go around raging, pillaging, and killing and raping. I do none of those. I'm half human. I'm like you.
you're probably better than most humans, honestly. So
I haven't met too many good humans either, truth be told. Yeah, it's
That's right.
the Hulk Hogan of Tritherians.
There you go.
So, do we like her then? What should I?
I
feel,
don't know.
guys?
She seems okay. She helped us. I'm a little thrown by this as well.
I'm
But
still here. What do you mean I seem okay? I'm blessed by the graces of Tritherian. I hate to say it, not to sound like I'm going to be braggadocious or anything, but I'm better than all you.
yeah,
Well,
see, this is my problem with the Tritherian folks.
I can
My
anoint you. You
problem
can
with
join.
demi-humans
No,
Well,
to
hold on,
begin
hold on,
with.
hold on. She's better. How do I be better? I want to be better.
Come kneel before me, and I will read the rites of Tritherian to you. And then, if you follow my ways and my teachings, eat your vitamins. what was Hulk Hogan's thing? What he used to say? Listen, brother, if you take your vitamins. No. She goes, that if you want to learn about the teachings of Tritherian, I will teach them to you. I will show you the way of righteousness.
I don't know that we have
Come on.
time for this necessarily. We've got
it'll
a
take
lot
a
on our.
lot.
We've got a lot. No, yeah, exactly. We've got a lot on our plate right now.
All right.
So
well,
Raleigh's
you
like kind of kneeling down. He looks he's like, no, yes, no.
No, here's the
No.
thing. We were after a book.
Oh, a book? You mean
Um,
like the one that's in on the table?
Oh shit! I get up and I go to the table.
Yeah, I like that one.
Don't
Okay.
pick it up. Don't
We
pick
were
it up.
hired. We were hired for a job. We did the job. Simple as that.
Hired
You're
for a
not supposed
job.
to pick that book
Well, I
up.
don't
got
think
a-
we were. This is. And, oh, actually, I'm yelling this from the other room. Is it the right book on the table?
Yeah, in the other room, on the, like where the Salice's like bed is in the
Yeah.
kitchen, like the fireplace. That table that's in front of the fireplace, there's a book. At this time, also, I'm going to point out again because we really haven't touched on it. Norjor is nowhere to be seen.
Right. Well, that was my next. I'm assuming he came back with. He was coming back with the book, but now he's not here.
There's a piece of paper you see stuck into the book.
All right, I say, Wyndon, I'm
sticking out
going to
the
need
top.
your magical expertise. There's a piece of paper stuck in this book that wasn't there before.
Wyndon is our wizard.
I go, I'm not a wizard.
He's really modest.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think you're the most qualified, certainly
You're
more
the
so than
closest
Raleigh.
thing to a
Raleigh is
wizard
not
that we
allowed to
have.
touch this book.
All right.
So there's a paper inside it that wasn't there before. Am I wrong?
I mean, I didn't really get a good close look at it before I got teleported away.
Fair
but,
enough, yeah.
Look,
You,
Hey, I got to say something. I'm going to interrupt right quick. Hi, Lee Kim. Okay, let's keep going.
so you want me to like get this piece of paper out of the book? You're afraid it's a trap or something like that?
I'm assuming it's a trap. And where's Norjor? If the book
well,
is
that's a
here,
good
where's he?
I'll mage hand. I'll cast mage hand and like pull the slip of paper from about 20 feet away from the book.
It pulls out real easy like.
All right.
I'll float it towards me and I will begin perusing it.
Okay. Scrawled upon there in some sort of, you're not sure what it is. It could be ink. You're not sure. But it says, I go. That's it.
I go.
I think he had enough of our cheeky shenanigans and headed back probably home to that bird might have been telling him something, who knows. But he got the book though, man. He delivered. Like,
Well, he delivered, but
yeah. Frankly, I mean, I'm sorry to see him go, but he was probably the most dangerous of all of us, honestly. But all right, I'll pocket the note. And
Okay, while you guys are doing that.
Norjor? You think Norjor was dangerous? I saw him turn into a rat.
Doom, doom.
That's scary.
Zendra comes walking in. What are you guys looking at? What are you talking
I
about?
mean, look,
You still
not
haven't
everything is your
that.
business. The world doesn't stop and start at your convenience.
No,
okay?
you don't understand. You guys were in a temple of Ayus.
Right.
Granted, you were fighting the
Temple of
Ayusians.
Nerul.
Yes.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
So
the
it's-
Ayusians took that over. It's not.
That's
their
how I
temple.
was able to get in. The neural priests know about all the secret entrances, and they got me in through a secret entrance so I could try and steal my friend Ballista back. Ballista.
yeah.
She gets like really sad.
Hey,
Why are
Mention
you
her friend. She
sad?
goes over and she
It's
sits.
released.
yeah, there, guys. Gonna say,
False
why don't you
light.
sit down and have a snack or something or a drink?
And there's actually food on the table, surprisingly again. And she just like reaches up and grabs like there's like a turkey leg for the hell of it. She
There
grabs
you
it up and she's like just starts chewing on it.
All right,
Yeah.
have fun with
This
that.
one's my friend for sure.
I
And
know.
she's like talking to herself.
All
as
right.
she-
Well, you get some rest. Let's get back into the other room because we've got some things to discuss. I think I'm gonna go back to my chair over here. So here's my concern. Raleigh,
Wait,
can you please come back in the room?
you guys like all come in, start getting
I
Raleigh's like,
realized Salice was asleep. I want to search her pockets.
oh, okay. You search her pockets. She's
Yep.
got a ball of twine, a dead mouse, 2 sticks, chalk. You know the type of bells that you see on like Santa Claus hats and stuff, jingle bells?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got like a fistful of jingle bells, but they're all wrapped in a cloth so that they don't really ring. And lint.
Okay, so when he's gonna take the dead mouse, he's gonna pinch her nose shut until she has to open her mouth to breathe, and he's gonna drop the mouse in her mouth and run away.
Okay. Now, when you come over and you start rifling through her stuff, through her pockets and looking at, she actually.
Well, yeah, if her mouth is open, we'll still do it.
Okay. All right. So you stick a mouse in her mouth, and then like she's just like she's laying there, and it's like she's not doing anything to spit it out.
Yeah,
And
he
then-
totally
and
runs
then-
off like a giddy little kid.
And then as you start to run off, you hear her start going like she's choking.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
All right, so you leave.
Yeah.
All right, where
Right,
were
good
you?
enough.
Let's. We need to get down to business here.
Okay, our first order of business is do
I
we
put
put
a
the
mouse
woman
in
out
her
there
mouth.
out of her misery? Obviously, she's upset about the loss of her friend. We could reunite them.
I think
think
we
it's a
should
great
just
idea.
leave her alone.
Yeah.
She could be a valuable ally, or at least someone not to annoy.
I mean, she's against IUs, and I don't really like half-orcs, but I'm willing to give her the benefit of the doubt for now, since she did help us out of that mess. My bigger
know,
And
cons-
I'm not real happy about that either. She could have left
great
us
that you can
all
admit being a
to
racist
finally
so
have our
freely.
own religion.
And
I fucking hate orcs. The only thing worse than an orc is a hobgoblin.
Wyndon actually doesn't have any prejudice against any other beings.
Well, maybe that's because they didn't kill your wife and child. Okay.
How
Maybe.
enlightened of you.
Hey guys. I put a dead mouse in Salice's mouth.
Oh man. All
Okay
right.
with that.
Okay, does anybody look over? Because you left the
I'll-
door open.
Yeah,
Take
I
a
peek
look.
over. I'm facing.
Okay,
that
you look
direction.
over and you see her kind of like shaking a little and coughing.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
And you
If she's
see
done this way, you have to let her
you see
die.
Zendra over there going, "Oh, what the hell?" She's like, and she like takes the mouse and throws it over into the corner. It's like, "Oh, don't you worry. I'll make sure. I don't know what the hell happened to you. It's a mouse. That was a dead mouse." And as she's talking to her, she pulls out her really big, long, two-handed sword and then just kind of like sticks it into the floorboard next to her for easy access. And then she keeps like, don't worry, little thing. It'll be okay. Yes.
I'll look at it and go, your devotion to helping others is it's inspiring.
Thank you.
I don't know that you would fully agree with Salice on a lot of things, but I guess while she's asleep, then
Why would you
sure.
say that? She seems like a peaceful, innocent little thing. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with her.
well, you might find out if you decide to stay here for any length of time.
Well, I'm gonna help soothe her here, and then it's time for you two you four, to tell me why I shouldn't kill you and be on my way.
Oh man. Look, guys. Can we get back into the into the trust circle here? We got some things to talk
And
about.
she kind of like waves you away and says, Go, talk amongst yourselves. Close the door so you can have a false sense of security that I'm not listening to you. Go.
No, I want to leave the door open because I want to make sure she does. I want to be able to see that book. So here's the thing.
5,000 gold? Yes.
I don't think we're getting that 5,000 gold.
Why?
Because, I mean, we have the book. I understand that. But this whole situation seemed a little strange from the beginning. My guess is that Kaz's only goal here was to get us to get to that book, touch it, and then get killed in this goddamn temple.
Here's the thing. That could be a goal, but I think it's more like he knows we're expendable. And so none of his plans to get that book have come to fruition yet. And so he's like, well, why don't we send someone expendable to get it? But we got it.
He also hates Three Toes, regardless of what he says.
I don't know. I think if he wanted to have Three Toes or any of us killed, he could have done it pretty easily.
We're impossible to kill. Have you ever died before?
I don't know.
It's actually a convincing argument.
Sort of like,
We should just go see my dad. Because
No.
if they were going to pay us, he'll pay us.
No.
And
let's
if it's
just,
a trap,
why don't we just
he's
try to
gonna be
honor a
really
deal?
mad.
Why don't we just honor the deal and see where it goes?
I don't
Maybe
think we should just all walk in there together and hand
Actually,
this guy the book.
and then I'm looking at Wyndon. Are you able to bond with this book as if it's one of your weapons, and then call it at a moment's notice?
I don't believe
I've
so.
seen you do this before, where you like just clutch
Yes.
a weapon out of midair.
Wyndon can do it. He can do anything.
I can do that with certain weapons, but I don't think it's going to work with the book, I'm afraid. Unless, maybe if I sharpen the edges. No, that's probably not
What if you take the book?
Give me an improvised weapon. It's
do
a
it
club.
first really hard, because then it'll be a weapon. You have to turn it into a weapon, and you can hit me with it. Or Salice, you can hit Salice with it.
You hear from the other room, the talking of Zendra's like, I'm almost done helping her get comfortable again. All right, go ahead.
Great. Thanks for the exposition.
I say we honor the deal. I say we give Kaz the book. We better get paid. And
I don't think it's as easy as that. I think we could go there with the book.
Right. Yes.
I think similar to one, I think we should make sure that we meet in one of those private rooms and not in the in the main dining area.
Agreed.
There's enough outfit people in there that would be a problem. You know, we're gonna have a hard enough time if things go south with just Kaz and his buddy Pete. But I think if we can maybe send, well, I know Three Toes likes to hide, but maybe send Three Toes and then one of us to Kaz. The other two get in a position where we're hidden either in one of the rooms or near enough that we could strike. I would say that the ones who are not in the room actually hold the book, just so we can get a better idea of what Kaz's endgame is here.
So let me get this straight. You're talking about hiding in an area close to, but not within, a outfit-run establishment.
Well, I mean, we got to scope it out.
Or are you gonna
figure it out?
Or are you gonna hide within an outfit?
We're gonna be yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
There's always a perfume shop.
Well, there's like that junk room that I first entered. It's what's just full of disused and abandoned garbage.
Is that next to one of the private rooms?
Actually, all the private rooms were upstairs, so yes.
So that may be a place where we could hide, go up through the window that you went in, create some sort of like, I don't know, peephole or something into the room. The other two can request that specific room. So this way we can keep an eye on things. You know, again, whoever is in the storeroom, hold the book. You know, so this way we can be prepared to give it to him. But I don't think we should make it so easy that if this is part of some insidious plot, there's just too many things have gone south.
You could always just leave the book here.
Yeah, but if we want to give it to him, then we got to come all the way back and go all the way back again.
Like, where's the book? Go back and get the book.
That's a lot of schlepping.
That's why it'd be handy if Wyndon could just put it in wherever he puts his weapons when he's not using them.
Yeah,
it would be cool.
It would be.
All right, let's talk about this in the morning. I'm tired. Okay, good night.
All right. What are you gonna do? Okay. At that time, when you're getting tired, Zendra comes over. All right. Spill it. Who are you? What are you doing?
Raleigh walks by her and he's like, third door on the left.
She grabs it. she grabs you. Wait, don't. No, you can't move. You can't move that. You can't move that fast. She's got a thing going on there.
Sure.
She's gonna reach out and she's gonna grab you. She's got a 20. You can attempt to get away by using your acrobatics if you so wish, or.
I am going to be revolted now.
Oh, you slick son of a bitch. Okay, so you get away from her.
He just grabs her wrist.
All right, look.
Zendra,
all right, where are you going?
First of all, you're the guest here.
Yes, but I'm also a paladin of Tricerion.
Yeah, we get it. So look, we're on
No,
your
but
side.
notice how unimpressed I am.
Yeah,
Don't
we
really
don't
care.
What do you want us
I
to
think
tell you?
it's super cool. Okay.
Who are you and what are you doing?
I
That's
told
what I
you,
need to
I'm
know.
Wyndon. I'm working against Ayuz. What else do you want to know?
Yeah, we're all against IUs. That's
You
our
just
whole.
like doing it on your own? Just a couple of guys get together with a gnome?
We've been recruited.
By who? Who's recruited you?
As far as we know, it's Turvold Gurner.
Tobold Gurner. Really?
As far as we
Interesting. So you're working for the county then?
In a way, yes, I suppose so.
Oh, if you guys are county folk, then I don't know why I don't know but you guys were here. Well, all right.
Tell you.
So,
Maybe you're not as important as you thought you were.
wow, this guy's irritating.
All right. I mean, we can make an argument on both sides, I think.
All right. Well, tell you what. We should work together. You know, like team up and take out some Iusians.
I like that idea. Where are you
All right.
staying?
Here.
Well,
She goes,
that's a
"You
little
got it."
presumptuous.
You got a pen and some paper or something like that?
Sure.
Write down
I'm
where
sure
you
I'll
can
have
find
some.
me. All right. So you scare something up. Surprisingly, there's pens and papers on the table over there of infinite amount of food and all this different shit that's in Salice's apartment. She actually writes down an address and she gives it to you. It says, I'll be at this address. But when you come in, ask for Rose.
For Rose. Got
Yeah,
it.
Rose.
All right.
Wait. Rose ROWS or Rose ROSC?
She looks at you, walks up, looks right down at you, Raleigh, winks at you and goes, Rose like the flower. All right, gentlemen. I want to thank you for helping me out.
Thank you as well. Good luck out there.
Not a problem. And maybe I'll even introduce you to some of my other friends, like those twits, the neural worshippers. You want to talk about some crazy sons of bitches. That's those guys. All right, well, I got to go. Have a good one.
Bye.
It's been a pleasure.
She walks out
She
the
slips
door.
out the door, actually. I withdraw a dagger and begin playing with it. Kind of a unreadable expression on my face.
You know, I don't know how I ended up in party wear, except for Raleigh. I'm the nicest guy here. But,
So Raleigh leans into Win and he whispered, he's like, that's the WS one, right?
it's sure.
Flower.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah.
So, I think we should do the crazy plan of carrying the book with us and giving it to Kaz for money. That's my plan.
I'm fine doing that if we feel like this is what's going to ultimately be the end result.
I mean, nothing's certain in this world, but
If he didn't have such a hard-on to kill Three Toes when we first met him, I wouldn't be this... Kaz and Mathers were both together.
No, Mathers.
I know Mathers was the bad guy. I just don't trust Kaz. I know Kaz is in it for himself.
I'm just going to point this out. Why don't you ask Three Toes? He knows the guy.
Because he's not trustworthy.
Three Toes isn't trustworthy.
I mean, all right, Three Toes, what do you think? I just got a voice from up on high.
Right?
I think we should see the deal through.
thank you.
That's a good point. We made a deal. We got to follow it through.
Yes.
All right.
It is a contract, and I fulfill all of my contracts, one way or another.
Ooh, yeah, that's true. That's true. So true. All right.
All right, well, let's go to bed. Wyndon, if you could pick up the book.
Yep. Will do.
And keep it with you in your room.
Certainly.
All right.
This way we can make, I trust I trust it with you more than any of the rest of us.
Okay, so you guys are going to go ahead and go to sleep for the evening. You're going to go upstairs.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, you guys go upstairs. Okay, and I assume you're going to the doors that led open to the rooms that you normally would go into, correct?
Right.
Yep. And what do
Okay.
they look like now?
When you go upstairs, same thing. The scooter ladder thing is still there with the trap doors. You go over and you open up the rooms that opened up into one time it was an armory, other times they were beds, that sort of thing. You open up the doors these times, and they're just bare rooms. No windows, no furniture, dusty.
Oh man.
Cobweb up in the room, up in the one corner.
It's just because she's unconscious, isn't it?
That's my.
I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna go down. I think I can heal her. I did it before.
I actually have been staying right here on this rug the whole time. So I just kind of bed down in my usual spot.
Right. Now, don't forget, when you guys first appeared, Zendra, the half-orc, it appeared that she used some healing magic on her, and she did feel better. Because remember, when she was curled up, she was like curled up in like an angst and kind of like pain, and then she like kind of soothed her out, and then Raleigh stuck a mouse in her throat, and she had to go through that whole turmoil, and then so.
No,
I found that way too funny, by the way.
I was casting this at 2nd level. I'm getting crappy rolls here. I'm casting Cure Wounds at 2nd level. Do I? Jesus Christ!
Wow, that is awesome.
You do get to add your wisdom modifier to that.
Yeah.
Still.
So
Yeah, I
to
think
both
you
rolls or just the one?
Just the one, I think.
Just the
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
All right. So hold on, I'm on the wrong page. I think it's +2 or 3. Hold on.
Yeah, so you got 2 and then whatever.
+2. So it's 4. It's 4 altogether.
Okay, so you heal her for 4 points, and like you push some of that healing magic into her, and she does seem to like calm down a little bit, but she was already kind of calm.
All right.
You know?
Well, I've got some 1st level spells here still.
She seems to be.
I'm casting it again for that's better. Another 10 points there.
Again, you push it into her. She seems physically fine now.
I mean, I'm
She
about
seems
ready to
physically-
take
What
a
does he
nap,
do?
so I'm going to use my last spell.
Okay.
After this, I'm
What's it-
done. So
Nice.
6 more.
Yeah. At this point, she
So
starts
that's
to
20
glow a little bit.
altogether.
She seems to glow a bit with healing magic, but yet still is not conscious.
All right, I guess can we move her to the floor and one of us can take the bed? I mean, I just wasted 3 spells, so I'm just going to pick her up and I'm going to put her on this little carpet over here.
Okay.
Where it's a little more comfortable, and I'm going to get nice and cozy. My
And
feet
ladies
are
and
going to hang off the side.
I got to say, these are bandits. These are not your heroes in white armor.
That's true.
Riley's actually going to roll her up in the carpet.
Okay. All right.
Then he'll just grab one of the big chairs and start slouching in that. He slept in worse.
Okay. Everybody but Silverwolf, go ahead and just give me a Constitution save. You have a really, really low DC. Just give it to me. Good. And 3 toes, you don't have to do it. You're always sleeping on the damn ground. Doesn't matter. That's fine. Thank you, though, for rolling it anyway. All right, no worries. Okay, so you guys basically just camp out for the night. Okay. The morning comes. You guys start to get up.
Hold on. Thank you, Commander Root, for following the Bandit Kingdoms here on Wicked Studios, LLC.
Hey,
Thanks,
Commander Root.
Welcome to the party.
Welcome.
I got to say, that makes me think of Guardians of the Galaxy. Commander Root. Okay, I'm the only one that thought it was funny. Fuck you. All right, so
and also because we missed you before as we were getting ready. Thanks, Vaglioragazi, for following us earlier before we started. If you're still watching.
Yeah, probably not. Hey, regardless, where's
spirit.
it at? Can I even see it?
No.
I'm gonna call you Vlad. Is it spell the first 4 letters?
It's I gotta go back here. It's
Come on.
VOGLIORAGAZZI.
Okay, Boggle. Welcome, Boggle. Hey, thanks for following us. I appreciate it. And hey, Root, you the man. All right, or woman. I guess a Root.
You're the commander.
Or a plant. Or
He's the commander, right? All right,
Plant.
Commander Root.
Yeah.
It's true.
Anyway.
Could be vegetation.
Okay, so you guys start getting up in the morning, right?
Yep.
I'm going to say, Silverwolf, you're kind of the first one that gets up. Hey, Raleigh, where did you go sleep?
When I was trying to go upstairs, was anything open?
Yeah, there's empty rooms.
Yeah, that's where I slept.
Okay. I'm going to say the first person that gets up really is Silverwolf. And you're getting up just as you start to hear Raleigh coming down and some stirring from Wyndon in the other room. Okay. So it's kind of simultaneously, but you're the first person that gets up, and you sit up in bed and you're looking out and you see that carpet over here has been rolled up into like a burrito, and it's still rolled up on the floor.
Jesus, Raleigh, it was you, wasn't it?
Hey,
I
don't
think to
fall
myself,
your shoes on, man.
I'll walk over there. I'm assuming
No,
I can
no,
see
no. I
this.
want to see her feet kick. I want to see her feet kick.
Her feet are like in like the first
No, no,
fourth
no,
of this.
Dude.
I
I'm
did
gonna-
You're gonna have to cut off like 7 feet of that carpet before you see her.
Yeah, I'm gonna unroll her because I know is there already breakfast? I'm assuming there's no breakfast if she's not.
Nope,
awake.
there's no breakfast. The food that's on the table is the same food that was there the previous night.
Yeah.
So like, there's there's bread, kind of stale. There's cheese, a little hard. You know, that sort of jazz. And you unroll the carpet, and she's just laid
Yeah,
out.
She's still out. All right. Well, nothing more we can do here.
Yeah, just gonna leave her on the fucking floor.
I mean,
goes
she's
up-
comfortable. I don't want to.
here. We tried everything.
I don't want to wake her.
I don't want to wake her up.
Wake her.
Well, we'll just leave her on the floor.
Yeah, she's fine.
All right.
Wyndon will actually try to pick her up. He could probably lift her up at least. And he'll
Yes.
Uh,
put her on the bed.
30 pounds.
Okay.
He's like, I mean, I'm not all that concerned about her comfort, but like, I want some food and armors, weapons.
Yeah,
So
that's a
hopefully
good point. Yeah.
She recovers from this.
Yeah, I mean, the tasks and tribulations you guys put her through the other night were kind of extensive. So
Yeah. Well, welcome to our world.
I know, right? Okay. So, I mean, there's enough stuff on the table that you guys can scrounge something to eat off of that and not have to worry.
And we have some money. It's not like we can't
Yeah.
afford to eat. So.
I don't
Well,
have that
it's
money.
not
I
like
got
you
one
guys
gold
are-
piece.
You guys are you guys are going to be going where?
To the green egg.
To the Green Egg. I mean, come on, it's the best restaurant in town.
We
Yep.
can steal something nice. Let's go.
I still think we can. If we can complete the contract as told, but I still think we should try to get to a private room and not do this in the common room.
In the common room.
Yeah. What do you disagree?
Yeah, I
Ooh.
mean, that's if we can arrange it. The gatekeeper in that place is a little bit fierce, but I'm sure.
You're
we
talking
can arrange
about God, what was her name again?
Julie.
I want to say
Julie.
Janet.
That's right.
Yeah.
Julie.
I look somewhat presentable, at least.
Yeah,
so-
nobody else does. Well, I take that back.
I'm really the only one that doesn't.
Three Toes
True.
does. Three Toes does. And by the way, not to tell you your business, Adam, you're a wonderful producer and I love you to death. But Raleigh and Three Toes have their pictures in their arsenal.
Oh yeah,
saying.
look at that.
Yeah, just you know. Anyways,
Yeah, some things got moved around.
it's okay. It just letting you know. And for the viewers, if you're seeing, Michael is actually Three Toes and Jarrus is actually Raleigh. That's all. Okay, so you guys want to go to the Green Egg? Is that what you're
Yeah,
going
I
to do?
say we go to the green egg. I've got the book securely on my person.
Okay. Are you guys going to just go in through the front door? Or how you planning to achieve this?
But like, do you want me to go
Well-
in first and try to secure a private room?
You gonna go by yourself?
I can go in by myself first and talk to Julie.
I think she'll just give us one just to get us out of the. I don't think she wants us in the common room.
Well, seeing how I guess Raleigh's not really all that stinky for the most part, right? You got some decent hygiene. It's really only Silverwolf that has bad hygiene.
Yeah.
And you keep talking
If you-
about this coat like it isn't magnificent. Like, I want you to imagine like a painting that you would see in a museum that someone took and turned into a coat. All right, this thing is glorious.
Yeah. So anyway, how you guys going to do that?
I think, Wyndon, if you want to go in, you and I can go in together. Get a room going.
Sure.
We need to grease a palm or two. I think the party has some cash available.
Yep. Excellent. All right, let's do it.
Okay.
I'm not above bribery.
You guys, it's early morning. Rook Roost is not an early morning kind of town, as you could probably imagine. There are some people that are out and about. The city guard that you see are actually just like half asleep, they're not, they're like just sitting on a corner drinking coffee. They're not paying attention to shit. It's a very lackadaisical time in Rook Roost in the mornings. So let's go ahead and we're going to switch this over to the green egg. Let me see. Do I still have that up here? There it is, right there. Okay. Now, of course, you gentlemen have not gotten into the green egg as of yet. Let me make sure. Are your tokens gone? Let me delete that. Well, no, yeah, you guys can. Here, I'll just move all your tokens. Can you guys move your tokens on their own?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but we're not on that map.
I thought I switched it. Or is it just
Put
delayed?
yourself outside.
I can see it and move it around now.
Oh,
Yeah,
holy crap, Raleigh.
I always come out big.
You do.
Oh, you know what? It's me.
What?
Bear with me. We're gonna do a little advertising for Roll20 here for a moment. I was on the wrong. I wasn't logged in as a player.
See how you are.
No, I
Roll20. You too can experience the virtual tabletop reality that is online gaming.
On a serious note, have you guys tried any of? I see they have like a bunch of board games and stuff advertised. Have we tried that? Does that work?
I don't know.
What,
I haven't tried any of them yet.
playing board games on Roll20?
Yeah, like, it makes sense if you do a
Why
map of
couldn't
the
it?
board
Yeah.
game and tokens for the pieces. It's like this seemingly brilliant thing. I haven't checked into it yet, but it seems really like.
Yeah,
Great.
I'm sure it
No,
does.
I haven't.
I haven't played any either myself, so no. But
Look into
I'm
it.
sure it'd be great. Okay. You know what I would love to play online like that? Shogun. Anybody play Shogun? That was a great game.
You know what I would love to play? Return to the Bandit Kingdoms.
Yeah.
Well, some dreams come true.
Well, guess what? Today's your lucky day, buddy. All right. So you guys are all you're getting close. You're like around the corner from the green egg. So what are you gonna do?
I'll go up and see if it's open, or at least if I can get in first.
I
of
may
all.
scale the back of the building and climb in that window that.
Okay, so you're gonna scale the back of the building.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I still don't trust this plan.
Okay, and then
As long as there's nobody around that looks, like they're paying attention to me. But it's early in the morning.
okay.
So Raleigh's kind of torn between following Wyndon and Silverwolf, like a little puppy right now, and he's just like waiting for one of them to be like, just like, come on. Just don't leave me with three toes.
Just turn to Raleigh and say, you need to go with Silverwolf. This is grown-up time now.
All right, what are you doing, Raleigh? You gonna go with Silverwolf, or you gonna stay with Three Toes and Wyndon?
If there's one thing that Raleigh has picked up throughout this, it is never listen or emulate or. So I'm going to go with Wyndon. Don't listen to Three Toes.
So you're coming with Three Toes and Wyndon.
Apparently.
All right.
Okay.
Excellent reverse psychology, Three Toes.
Okay, so
Yeah, I can
all right. Silverwolf goes around back to the same place. I can see what's gonna happen. All right, I'm gonna love it. All right, so we're gonna start off first with basically, I'll say Silverwolf. You go, you get around back. When you get around back, there's a couple of stray cats fighting, and as you come around the corner, there's a guy throwing out trash into the street, and then he closes the back door, and you're alone in the alleyway.
All right, then I scamper up the window.
Yes, you do. Not.
It looks so easy when Three
I
Toes
know.
did it.
This is what I was waiting for. So you like start going. I can do this. I can do because there's like a pipe that you saw
Yeah.
Three Toes climb up.
He's a little
you
lighter
start-
than I am, maybe. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you start pulling it off the wall. Okay, I'll give you another shot at it. But this
All right.
time, because you've kind of ruined part of the entryway up, the egress, it's going to be a disadvantage.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's
Oh,
fine.
good
That's
Lord.
worse.
Okay, you pull the pipe off, you fall on your ass, and then you hear inside.
All right, I get up and I run.
Okay.
All the way back to the tangles. He just runs on.
Screaming, Norjor, wait!
Wait for me, Norjor. Wait for me.
Okay. So now we'll go back to the other three gentlemen. Okay, so you three
go
guys.
inside. Before we go inside, I look over at Raleigh and kind of like lay my hand on his shoulder and say, "Son, I'm really glad that you're coming with."
Well, he looks at me. He's like, "All right, yeah." He just does. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what to say to Three Toes. Like they just can't pick up on his vibe.
Gotcha. All right, you gonna go in then?
Yeah, man, if I can.
Yeah, the doors, they're unlocked. You just go right in and boom, there she is. Everybody's favorite, Julie. And she looks, and she's got like this fake customer service smile on. And as soon as you guys come through the door, you see just walk away. Hello.
Good morning, Julie.
And she just says, yes, good morning. If you'll please come with me.
Okay.
And she starts she's not even looking to see if you guys are following.
Are we expected?
She just starts going up the stairs. Well, of course you're expected.
Before anything else happens, I'm just going to casually walk around behind her stand and just do an eyeball of what I see back there.
Of her stand, there's
Yeah.
a machete. There's a book on there with names written on it. Right now it's on a page that is pretty empty. There is a bag of coins underneath the table, sort of like, I guess similar to a cash drawer. A bag of candy as well. That's it.
Okay. What do I see? What names are on that page?
Are you going to take? Well,
I'm
she's
just standing
she's-
back and just
yeah,
looking.
because she's not bothered. Yeah,
answers.
she's not bothering to look. Yeah, you can see some of the names on there. You actually see all the names, and just give me an intelligence check, because you're gonna have to decipher Julie's handwriting, and it's not too good. It's a super easy one though. Yeah, you got it. You don't recognize any of the names though.
Okay.
It's like Bob Greenteeth. Sniffly guy. You can tell that she's writing down in her own hand, like shorthand, people that she knows, how she describes them, sort of thing. And then it's like, of course, it's over here, and then it shows what table they're at, and then it's like if you ever have looked at, when you go into a restaurant, looked at their little seating chart stuff, it's similar to that. So.
All right. Well, I just keep on walking. Then I'm not interested in anything else there. I just wanted to see if I can catch any names.
Okay. And then she goes up, and it's the same room she put you guys into that you were in the last time you came and got a private room. Set up very similar in the fact that there is already some stuff in there. There's some water, some juice. There seems to be some coffee and tea over burners. Okay. And she just opens the door and goes, please make yourself comfortable. I will tell Mr. Kaz that you are here, and he should be back. He should be here. Well, whenever the hell he's here. Some food will also be brought up. Should I be expecting anyone else?
Silverwolf might wander in. Not sure, honestly.
I have no idea who that is. Which one is Silverwolf?
He's the guy with the silver hair. He kind of looks a little grungy.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Oh, by the way, speaking of my hair, I would have just taken the front of my hair and then tied it around the back.
That's right.
That's still not going to do it, Mr.
No.
Chelsea Cut.
But,
Do me a favor. Do me a favor. I want you to go back through, find that picture, and put it back up.
that's too much of a pain in the butt. But go back and look at last week's episode for those of you who don't know what that is.
What happened last week is that.
But again, my hair, I wouldn't have had bangs, so my hair is all one length in the front. I could still at least tie up.
Yeah, you can.
I look like some weird
do it.
monk or
Listen,
something
you just
probably
still look
now,
terrible.
but
You just look like you got it all shaved around the bottom there.
Yeah.
Okay.
so.
Yeah.
But I still would have my. Well, I mean, it may have fallen off as I fell off the roof. But
I gotta point this out. he doesn't have enough. What is that? He doesn't care enough that if he stinks like an old shoe full of shit, but he has enough self-care that he's going to actually try and hide his bald spot. I'm just saying.
It's a fine line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. It's all good. Okay. So after she puts you guys in the room, she closes the door.
So, Julie, I feel like we got off on the wrong foot here. I'm Raleigh. Are you doing okay? You seem like you're having a tough day. Can I help you?
She closes the door.
She's a peach.
She's a tough egg.
Yeah.
No, it's the green egg. So
It's a
that's-
green egg. There you go. Okay, so Silverwolf, are you going back up to the front? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna. My plan has been foiled here. I'm gonna.
As well as a gutter.
Yeah, so I'm gonna run, and like I probably would have dragged the gutter like halfway around the corner with me before dropping it. And then I'm gonna continue to run. I'm sort of gonna run through, like burst in the door, kind of like Kramer.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look around the dining room here. Thank you.
You see, as soon as you come through the front door, kind of like situating herself back again, is Julie. And she looks at you and goes, "Oh, Joy, you did make it.
I say yes. It's a pleasure to see you also.
Yeah. Please, your friends are already upstairs. Please follow me."
I could find my way.
No, I'll show you. It's
It's the
my
same
job.
room. Is it the same room as last time?
Well, you'll find out when I take
It's
you
not
there,
that hard
won't you?
to find. It's just up the stairs. I'll just go.
I know.
I'm gonna
but
try
yeah,
to
you
like
can still
race.
follow me.
I'm gonna try to like race her up the stairs.
Okay, you go running past her. She just still keeps walking, and then like you go up and you open the door where they're supposed to be, where you were last time, and they're in there. And she goes, "Oh, you found it. Tell your friends to give you the speech." And she turns around and she goes back
Okay.
downstairs.
I say, all right, three toes. Change of plans.
I don't remember the speech.
I couldn't
Sorry.
scale the wall. You made
Well,
it
it seems we have
Starts-
plenty of time that maybe I
is
don't know.
How far away are we from that storage room?
Not far at all.
Is it the next room over?
No.
I'm gonna
No,
look at the
it's-
next room over.
Actually, the storage room is down the hall. There is, however, another room right next door.
Yeah.
But
okay.
before we get into that,
Break.
let's take a break. Let's go ahead and take a break. We'll be back in just a little bit. Refresh your beverages. Get ready for the second round of them trying to figure out what the fuck they're doing and whether or not Smokey Kaz is going to double cross them. I mean, when they get paid for the book that they were going to
He's not
sell,
paying us.
Smokey Kaz. All right, we'll be right back. And again, hey, thanks for watching. Okay.
Yes. We'll be back. back from break.
Oh, hello. Sorry,
I did. See, it should be a surprise to those watching, not to you, because I did tell everybody that
Well, I am easily distracted by shiny things and nude
so.
women. So if you throw any of those at me, this can happen.
I'm assuming that you were looking at a little shiny woman.
Yes, I was.
It's like a Chelsea's touch.
Okay, so let's see. Where was I at? Okay. Silverwolf, you come into the private room.
All right. I'm going to... I said, look, change of plans. I'm going to stay here in the room.
Some bold, decisive action there. Yes.
Well said.
And I'm just going to stand by the door.
So you want me to go stealth then? I got it. I can do it.
I don't think there's anywhere to hide in here.
Hold on a second. I think, isn't there something Wyndon wants to ask Raleigh?
Oh, stop.
Now's not the time.
Not really.
Well,
Not
come
really.
on. I was giving you the in.
Oh, I know.
We need to have a conversation about the word organic.
I buy a lot of organic groceries.
You're kind of proving my point here.
Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm sorry. Continue on. Say what you guys were going to say before I was being an ass.
So you can see him.
All right, so I don't know if there's a place to hide in here, is there?
Actually, no. There is
Yeah, I don't think
actually.
so.
I don't know the technical name for it, but there is an awfully long, like table sort of thing that has like cabinets and different stuff beneath it. That if you were to open it, I know you guys. I would assume if. Yeah, it's really big and long because it's like for. This is basically where they can either, if they're going to put food on the table, or they can put food on this really big long buffet.
So
and
it's
then,
like a buffet, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The plates are at one side. You go down the line, you get your stuff and sort of chairs like that. So there's that.
I kind of like the thought of one of you guys just hiding on a buffet, like
And then popping out.
yep.
Is there a cake on the buffet? Go pop the cake.
Right now, the only thing
Happy
that's
birthday, Mr. Smokey Kaz.
okay.
No,
So-
all right. I'm just gonna stand by the door and sort of, lean up against it.
Okay.
I actually go to the far end
You're
of the
going to
table.
lean against the door?
No, I'm sorry. Up against the wall next to the door.
Next to the door.
So
Okay.
if it opens in, I'm gonna stand on the opposite side that it opens because I don't want to get hit by the door as
Yeah.
somebody walks in.
Okay, and I apologize to everybody right now, but we're doing complete theater of mind because I have no map for this. So, okay, so all right, so you're against the door. Wyndon and Raleigh, you guys sitting at the big long table that's in the. I guess let me paint the picture since I'm saying that we're going to use theater of mind, but then I don't give anything.
We're all imagining something completely different.
Yeah, exactly. So essentially, what it is,
There's
is
exotic dancers in my room.
I'm in a cake.
Okay, the door is it's a single door, but it is a larger door. It's large enough so that like a cart could be full of food or whatnot could be pushed in. It is a long rectangular room with a very long table in it. The table is long enough to sit at least, let's see, 6 and 6 is 12, 14 people comfortably. You could push in more. There are some tables against the tables. There are some chairs against the wall. There are a couple of tables against the wall as well with like flowers and bullshit like that. There is the long buffet against the one wall, and there are windows above the buffet and on the outer wall. So there's like 4 windows, large enough to let in light and what have you. There are curtains on it, but they are drawn back to allow in the light for natural lighting. There are a chandelier and candelabras and different things along these lines, but these things are put up or are put together so that they're not lit right now because of the daylight.
Mhm.
Okay. On the buffet, there's the OJ and the coffee and all this different stuff, and there's some platters of like some pastries on the table, and that's basically it right now. So
I was expecting more than a continental breakfast.
well, she's like last time you guys came in, and then they brought food.
That's
and,
true.
Yeah,
Right.
you know.
Okay.
So
Wynn is going to check out the windows. Are they able to be opened at all from the inside here?
totally, they can
Okay,
totally
great.
be opened.
He's
if he-
gonna
he so
like.
chooses.
He's not gonna open the window, but he's gonna make sure it can be opened quickly. He's gonna sit next to one, munching on a pastry and some orange juice. It's amazing.
Surprisingly, yeah, they open up really easy, like they're well oiled and taken care of. I mean, the Green Egg as a whole is a really well taken care of establishment slash place, and even this room shows that. The carpet is, I guess, vacuumed. I don't know what the hell they do at that point. You know what I mean? It's well taken
Swept.
care of.
Inside.
Swept, yeah. Okay, so
So yeah, he's gonna sit near a window facing the door so that he can see who's coming in. But in case he needs to jump out a window, he's near one. So,
okay, and then we've got Silver Wolf leaning up against the wall next to the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's Raleigh doing?
So Raleigh's going to sit at the table. He'll have his morning coffee and a pastry.
Okay.
And, just take some quiet time for reflection,
Okay, and then
like he would.
and where is Three Toes and what is Three Toes doing?
I'm actually going to sit at the head of the table facing the door with my back to the window.
Okay. So
And,
essentially, this is the way I anticipate it. There is when the door opens up, there's one side of the table, and then there's the other side of the table that's farther down. On that side, you've got Three Toes at the head of the table. You've got Wyndon against by one of the windows at that far end, and Raleigh, I assume, is sitting sort of at the table next to where Three Toes is. Correct?
I'm probably somewhere in the middle.
Okay, so you're somewhere in the middle, and then you've got Silver Wolf next to the door. Okay, you guys have got your positions all together. And you're trying to look like
Actually, I pull out two daggers and a stone and just start, doing some general maintenance of weapons.
Okay, you guys hear people coming up the stairs. You hear like movement and so forth, and then the door opens. In comes some of the guys that work at the Green Egg with a bunch of food.
Okay.
They go and they lay out a bunch
tackle
of
them. No, just
and they look nervous as shit. Okay, so they come in real quick, put out a bunch of food on the buffet area, and then like hurry out. And there's like 4 of these guys. Each
before
one...
they hurry out, I just grab one. I say, "What?
Uh-huh.
No Bloody Marys?"
Yes, sir. We will have some Bloody Marys right away, sir. Not a problem, sir. Okay. Okay.
Raleigh's going out with the servers. He finished his coffee. He thought that was them. They're not here. People are downstairs. He wants to be with the people.
So, wait. Where are you going?
I have to go to the bathroom.
We're not done yet.
Yeah, no, I'll be right back.
Oh, for Christ. Go ahead. Do what you got to do.
Okay, Raleigh, where are you going? What are you doing?
Downstairs. Let's see who's around.
Okay, you go downstairs, and it looks like sort of when you came in, there's quite a few people in there. It looks like the normal breakfast crowd for the Green Egg. Again, because Rook Roost is a late not bloomer, but late riser. There's not an awful lot of people in there. Okay,
very few people have reached puberty.
Yeah, there you go. I said bloomer, huh? Late riser. Okay, so yeah, it's a bunch of teenagers, like just on the cusp. You can tell they're out spending their mom's and dad's money. Is basically.
I'll buy them all beer.
It's like, gee, mister, you're the best. Okay, so you came down the stairs and you followed the servants who moved really quick down the stairs and into the common room and then back towards what you assume is where the kitchens are. And so you're still standing on the stairs, and there's Julie at the front counter. She just looks up at you and goes,
So Raleigh's he's gonna move past Julie. I'm gonna try and win her over, but now's not the time.
Okay,
So,
and as you move down towards where Julie is, the front door opens up and in walks, dun dun dun, Smokey Kaz. And with him is Pete. And as soon as Smokey Kaz comes in, he recognizes you right off the bat. He goes, "Hey, Raleigh, man, how's it going?"
Smokey.
Yeah, I was told that you guys were here. Upstairs, you want to come with me? We got some business, and I heard there's some good breakfast up there. I just love the green eggs food.
Yeah, it's the best coffee I've had in like 4 days. At
I
least.
know, right, man? It's good stuff. All right, well, after you, sir. After you.
Of course.
Okay, and then I take it you start going back upstairs.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, and Smokey Kaz starts following you up. Smokey Kaz, and this is the same thing, and I don't know if I really said this last time when you guys met, when you saw Smokey Kaz again here and outside of when you originally first met him in the prison cell. Smokey Kaz is kind of like dressed to the nines. He's got like silk shirt on. He looks very dapper. Okay, Pete looks the same. He's got those dirty green kind of robes, and he's got that hunched over, really long limbed walk to him. And so you guys go up. You go up to the door, and since Raleigh walked away, Raleigh opens the door and goes in. And
life imitates art.
I know, right? And then so, he opens the door and walks in, and then he opens the door for both. Oh, hey, Raleigh, you just opened up the door for Smokey Kaz and Pete to walk into the room, and so Smokey Kaz comes in, strutting. He goes, just smell that! Oh man, I am so hungry. And he just goes over, and he gets a plate and he gets ready, and like Pete, like totally just like bustles past him and just like starts at first just grabbing food off of, off the platters and starting to eat it. And Smokey Kaz like slaps him in the ear and was, "Man, don't be a savage." And he hands him his plate. And he hands him another plate. It just load up.
Does Pete look like a human? Like what?
He does. Okay. Pete looks like a human that. Okay, imagine Stretch Armstrong as you pulled him out, and then let him go, and it stayed.
Right.
Okay, and
just really grossly
so
stretched out human. Okay.
But he's tall too, yeah.
Oh yeah, because like when because hunched over like he is and whatnot, he is taller than any of you guys.
Right,
It looks as if he like straightened himself up to his full height. He'd probably be about a good 8-9 feet tall.
I want to take, as he walks past me, hurries past me to the buffet, I want to get a look and see if I can notice what type of weapons he's carrying, if any.
All right, give me a roll. Give me a
perception?
Yeah, give me a perception roll.
I'm rolling not well, but I got a good bonus to that, so 14.
14's not too bad. Basically, it doesn't look like he has basically much on him at all. Like even the green robes that he's wearing, they're not voluminous. Okay, they're kind of plain and simple, and like almost in a little bit might be considered threadbare. And they're dirty. It's kind of like Silver Wolf dirty. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah, almost. Not quite as bad as yours, but
I live in the woods, though.
That's true.
And I'm covered in pork.
Think about how much this guy eats, and it's not with like a fork and knife. He's
eating with his hands. So Pete starts going and getting and just shoveling a bunch of stuff onto a plate. But while he does that, Kaz goes over, he gets himself some coffee, and he goes over and he sits basically in the middle of the table, but on the opposite side of where Raleigh had been sitting. And he sits down, turns his chair so he can look at you guys and starts drinking coffee, looks back over his shoulder and goes, "Come on, so what
is Pete sitting yet?"
No, because Pete's sort of like looking over his shoulder, and he looks back at Smokey Kaz to see if Smokey Kaz is looking, and then he like stuffs some food in his mouth real quick.
But he's still by the
buffet.
buffet.
He like moves out. Yeah, he's still by the
buffet. All right, so I just say, I'm just gonna get something to eat, and I walk over to the buffet and just very very slowly, like I'm examining things, putting a little bit, I'm tasting a little bit, but I want to be close to Pete. But
Okay.
I don't. But I want. I don't. I'm just taking my time filling up my plate. As long as he's standing up by the buffet.
Not a problem. And he creeps you out.
Oh no, he's creeped me out from day one. I just
Yeah.
which is why I don't want to get
Okay.
that far away from him.
Okay. So Smokey takes another big long pull of his coffee and goes,
Bless you.
"Oh, man." Yes, bless you. And he looks over at Raleigh and goes, "Man, yeah, that coffee, man. It's good." So you
I
guys
clear my throat. And
You
I
guys
say, I believe we have some business to take care of here if you guys are done wasting time at the hors d'oeuvre station.
Wow, yeah.
Turn around and
Easy.
say, I gotta say, the continental breakfast is over. This is more than just hors d'oeuvres. You should really check it out. It's a full spread. And I take a sausage. I'll just eat a sausage.
Yeah. Yeah. So looks like you guys came back pretty much intact, except for your big blue friend. Sorry about that. So, tell me, you got what I want?
We have what
Yep.
we contracted for.
Well, if you're meaning the money, of course I got it. Come on, man. You know me. I got all that stuff. It's
No,
all
I
good.
really don't know anything about you.
Yes, of course you don't know anything about me. We only were in the same guild for a while. That's all right, man. And he takes out and gets this pouch and just.
And maybe
Oh,
that's
sir.
why I don't trust you.
Now that, sir, I can respect. Yeah,
So,
I got the money.
Pour
I
it out.
think.
Let's-
Hey, let me say something right quick, guys. I think we're getting off on the wrong foot here.
No, we're on the right foot.
I see you guys as some very high potential operatives that, can do a lot of good work for me. You know what I mean? And then he just says that. Then he unties the bag. He tips it and he dumps out onto the table a bunch of platinum. Then he takes the bag and he just tosses it. Is that what you wanted to see? You
I
can
don't
come
know,
over and count it if you want.
I want my wizard to come over and inspect it to make sure that it's not fake.
not a wizard. No, not a wizard. But yeah, I'll do a
I
quick
push
count.
it
I'm
over
pretty good
to
at
him to
counting,
come over and inspect it.
So are you gonna come over to where next to Smokey Kaz, because he just dumped it on the table right next to him.
Yeah, I'll get close enough where I can at least get a rough estimate if it looks like there's close to 500 platinum pieces here.
Okay, so you start moving over so we can eyeball it, and as you do that, Pete comes over, sits down next to Smokey Kaz, and just puts his plates down. These things are heaped full of food, and Pete just starts going.
That's totally appetizing. Great.
Now, are they on the same side as the buffet, or are they facing the buffet?
They're facing the buffet because the buffet is against the wall where the windows are.
Okay, that's right.
So, Wyndon, you're just eyeballing it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to literally take each coin and count it.
All
but
right,
I'm
so-
gonna-
It
I'll
looks
leave-
legit.
With you can tell like it's all muscle memory. It is an incredibly practiced mover. Just starts very quickly making piles of 10 and then just stack them next to each other. Like an expert poker player, the way they handle chips, you can tell they're just so familiar with them. And within 45 seconds, has it all in stacks of 10.
And Pete
Are there
is,
enough plates there?
there's more than enough plates than for all you guys. You could have
Plates, platinum plates. This
yes.
is Greyhawk, platinum plates.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Excuse me.
Now the student has become the master.
Actually, hold on. I have my book right here, and in my book, I have
One gold orb plus one Electrum Lucky is one platinum plate. I hope you guys did the math earlier.
Oh, it doesn't have. You know what? They are plates because Rook Roost doesn't mint their own platinum. Because a gold in Rook Roost is called a lord, a silver is a lady, and a copper is a knave.
So I've got one lord in my pocket,
There you go.
The other hand,
as it were. Anyway.
All right,
Yeah.
so with
Yeah,
that,
the money looks legit.
okay, great. I will gladly hand over us the book once we get that cash.
And Kaz takes it and goes, he's like speechless.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
me
this
too.
book is pretty big. It's
It's a
not
big
like it's a
Yeah.
big book. It's a big book. It's like 3 by 2 feet. Okay.
It's like when they made the giant X-Men #1 actually giant.
Yeah.
Is that just me?
No.
All right.
That's just now, are you
That was
talking
pretty
about the
cool.
one that Jim Lee did or the original X-Men?
No, I'm talking about the one in the 90s.
Yeah. I know, not that piece of trash. Anyway, I
good.
hate it. I enjoyed it too. I bought all the covers too. Anyway, so all right, so he takes the book and he's just like looking at it and he goes, "Yeah, man, you guys don't know just how good of a job you did." He sets it down and he goes, "So I got to ask a couple of questions though. Money's yours. Don't worry about it. That's done. Over with. Not a problem." But
Well, I got a question for you too, so you can go first.
well, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so first and foremost, where it's on the street, you guys working with the Neurals and that Tritherian bitch?
No.
Was that a surprise to you for some reason that I would be working with the Neurals?
Well, I didn't think they would take you, to tell you the truth. I mean, you're kind of like, you're extreme, dude. You know, I mean, there was a reason you were never made a priest, right? I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just saying,
No, it's weird. We get it. He's super weird.
yeah. And then, if you're gonna be are you working with the Tritherians?
No, it was just a same place, same time coincidence, honestly.
I mean, she made a lot of really good
I
points.
saved
Not
her
gonna lie.
friend for her. She felt obligated to come back with us.
Yeah, Ballista, huh? Damn, it's a shame about her.
Not really.
Yeah, no, you don't know.
How do you
You
know
don't
her?
know.
She's happier and safer now than she was before.
Yeah. You can save all that neural shit for somebody else, man. I don't buy
Well,
into
how do
that.
you know her? You don't seem like somebody that hangs
Well,
around with the Tritherians.
Well, you know what? I'll be honest with you guys. Did you see her up on that altar?
Very briefly.
Yeah, I didn't really get a good look. I just saw Three Toes' back as he stabbed her in the chest.
And he looks, as you say
Three Toes
that,
stabbed her in the
as you
chest?
say that, Smokey Kaz looks at Three Toes and goes, "That, my friend, is why you probably were never accepted into the Neurals.
Jesus Christ, Three Toes.
Damn, you are just vicious, dude. See, this is why I want to hire you guys. You can't buy that kind of shit. That's
All
what I'm talking
Well,
about.
you can, and it's right
Yeah,
here.
we actually were. It's cost
Yeah,
$5,000, but
I'm
it's
not gonna
otherwise
use
it's fairly easy to
That's what I'm
purchase.
hoping about. That's
So
what
let me
I'm
ask you
hoping
a
about.
question. Did you know that we were going to get sent to the Temple of Neural that the Iusians had taken over?
Hell no. How the hell is I going to know
You
that?
did mention, to be fair, when we accepted this, when Three Toes and I first talked to you, you did mention the fact that we might have to kill some people who were, causing problems with Nehru.
Well, of course. All the Izuzanes are causing problems for Nairu.
But how did
I
you
was
know?
just-
Whose book
Hey,
is this?
hey,
Where-
hey,
all right,
I
forget about that. Did you
I
know?
just said that to get under Three Toes' skin. That's all I did.
I'm going to do an insight check.
Okay, go ahead. Roll.
I have no fucking idea. I think he's.
You think he's telling the truth?
No, I think he's lying. Because I went into this thinking he was lying, so I still think he's lying.
I think he's like, all right, go. All right, go ahead.
He's got trust issues.
Yeah.
So, what other questions do you have for us? Because, like I said, weird coincidence timing, same place, same time.
Weird. Well, let's put it this way.
I'm going to adjust your mic, Steve.
That's going to take a little bit of time to work out. And I'm just saying this, man, strictly don't take no offense. But, the Neurals and those Tritherians, they're running amok for pretty much everybody. Okay, so
Sure.
that
She
being
said she
said,
could save my soul.
yeah, I can save your soul too.
She meant it metaphorically. He means it perhaps
She didn't know
literally.
that you didn't have a soul.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, that's right. So anyway,
She was more poetic. She had, you gotta work on your gravitas. She had gravitas. She really wrote me in.
all right. So here's the deal. Okay, you guys did a great job. You got me this book. You have no idea how how big a deal this book is. Okay, you just don't know. Now, here's the thing. I want to keep you guys employed. I got a lot of stuff. There's going to be some moving and shaking going on real quick around this town. I could really use some guys like you. Okay? I promised you that, if you did this, I would hook you up with the guy I thought that might be able to do something about us and our
Greg
souls.
Richard.
No.
No.
Fuck.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. And to be fair,
Big-
Riley wasn't there for the conversation. It was a good
Yeah,
guess.
No, that was Jarrett.
All
I thought
things
you were
considered.
looking at me. My bad.
And
Yeah,
that's
Big-
not out of character for Raleigh, though.
Yeah,
so-
No, it's
No,
not.
that was-
It's not. It's totally in character. No, Big's my boss. But what I was talking about is I had a guy who was working on some stuff that might be able to help you as well as me. Now that you did a good job for me here, do some more good jobs. But I'm going to tell you what it is. Okay? There's this guy. Okay? There's this wizard. His name is Fencer. You've probably heard of him. And he points at Raleigh and he points at Wind and goes, you two probably heard of him. He thinks he's got something worked out where he can reel our souls back or something like that. I'm not too sure of the details. Maybe a wizard, and he points at Wyndon. Maybe a wizard to understand
Not
the
a wizard.
technical stuff. But
Best wizard I know.
and I'm gonna hook you up with this guy. I am. I'm gonna hook you up with him, and he's gonna see if he can do for me that he can do for all of you too. Okay?
Great.
But first,
Hmm.
I need you to do something else for me.
It's shocking.
You do this. I know, right? You do
I didn't
wanna-
want to do this for you.
Hold on, let me guess. You want to get to know us better.
Fuck no. Who the hell says that kind of pansy ass
Oh,
shit?
we heard that
Some
earlier
kind
today.
Some kind of boys. Yeah. No.
Thought that was something new. Okay.
Yeah. Whoever told you that, I wouldn't trust him. Okay. So it's pretty simple. I got somebody I need you to kill.
Uh-huh.
Because you see, what's happening here is that we're coming to a head now, gentlemen. With this book now in our possession, some things can start, as they say, going into motion. We're going to knock down some dominoes, and they're just going to let it all fall down. Now, you guys keep doing a good job. You hook, do what I ask you to do. Perfect. Then
Sure.
everybody's going to be great. Everything's going to be great. So, you interested?
Not
Depends
really.
I mean,
Who's the target?
Wait a minute.
I don't want to work for this monster any longer.
Well, I'm sold.
all right.
Smokey Kaz has always seemed like a reasonable sort of fellow to me.
Who do you want us to kill?
I want you to kill. You know what? You met him already.
Is it Pete?
No. Pete
No,
looks
I'm
up
all in
from
on
me, he goes, seriously, I got to talk him down now. You fucking
Sorry.
idiots.
Sorry.
Say, don't, no, they're
It's
fucking
okay,
wrong.
my friend Pete. It's okay. It's okay.
So
I
look,
was
the whole
mean.
He actually looks down. He looks down the table at Three Toes when Three Toes says that, and he surprisingly gets kind of calm. Yeah. Shakes his head a little bit and just starts shoveling some more food into his mouth.
So the whole time they've been talking, by the way, Raleigh's been kind of conducting an experiment/game, and he's just been changing the flavor of Pete's food from like orange to grass to like cinnamon to mud, and just trying to see if he can find anything that slows him down.
It's awesome.
Nothing. You actually even go so far as to change it into dog shit, and you think he actually shoveled it into his mouth faster than.
I'm gonna nominate inspiration for that one. I'm gonna...
Do I get a second?
Yeah, of course.
All right, go ahead. If you do have inspiration,
awesome.
yeah, you
That
got
was
inspiration down there. All right. Okay. He goes, no. All right.
So we've met this person.
Burakar is the guy's name.
Burakar?
Burakar. He's an Iuzian wizard. You know that dude you saw supposedly in the temple?
Got good ears, Kaz.
I got it. Of course I got good ears. I'm part of the outfit. Come on now.
Yes, the one who is the right hand of the demon.
Or summon the demon.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a fucking wizard who works for ours.
I don't, and I say this out loud, I don't really like or trust you, and I point to Smokey Kaz. I said, but
Yeah.
I'm all in on killing this Iusian asshole.
Okay.
Okay, that's
What's
fine.
in it for
what's-
me?
Yes.
What's the what?
What
What's in
is
it for
the?
me? I know what's in it for him. He gets released, but what's in it for me? You know how this game was played.
I just told you. You guys do this one, and then I get you.
We talked to Fencer.
You talk to Fencer, and Fencer will hook you up with your souls.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, you can say no.
Is there any
It's
You
not
know.
important. You're not feeding me anything that I want yet.
Okay, I'll say this. You know, man, I gotta say, you know, me and Three Toes, we go way back. I don't know if you guys know that. Man, we used to pull, you know, working the same thing, you know, stabby sort of stuff. So I know this guy a little bit. So let me tell you a little something. You know, you don't have a soul. You're not worried about that. Not a problem. But your soul, that's owned by somebody else. Guess who's never going to get a hold of your soul? Guess where it's never going to go? You know that guy Neuro that you're all, ooh, he's a great guy. You know that guy? That stuff's never going to go there. And probably what they'll do is they'll take that soul of yours, stick it in some kind of construct for the rest of its being, and make it like, I don't know, hammer out 2-bit nails or some kind of bullshit.
like a party, like a kid's party animal?
Exactly. That's exactly what it's going to do.
You've been to some strange parties, Wyndon.
You know, I don't know if he's been to some. I don't know if he's been to the stranger parties as I've been to, but
I mean,
you know,
again, I think this whole city is fucked up. So,
man, it's Rookroos. This is the best place on the earth. You know, it don't get no better than this.
You know. Well,
Things
I'm in
are-
Kaz.
Things are crazy for a reason around here. You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
know, man. I lived in a haunted forest, and I'm pretty sure that was much better.
Oh, you lived in a haunted forest, so you're from the Tangles, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. What's your real name, White Wolf?
Silver Wolf.
Yeah, that's what I said.
The masquerade.
What's yours, Smokey?
It's Kaz.
Mine's Wolf.
Okay, now that we've got our introductions out of the way, is there a certain time frame or location you need this to happen at?
Well, 2 days. 2 days. Now,
Okay.
So while everybody's been talking, Raleigh has switched to Morgan. You just look over and he's got
he's taking his coat off.
Yeah, no one saw it. It's just he's just Morgan now.
You know, Morgan, that's an interesting coat. What's the backstory there? I'm just...
Nope. He asked.
No, I didn't ask that. That was
Yeah, that's the wrong guy. Morgan doesn't want to tell this story. And, he looks at Smokey and goes, Smokey, are we friends?
No.
Yeah, I was going to
No.
say no, too.
Do you come over to my house for Christmas? Have you met my wife? Are we friends?
You got a wife?
You got a wife?
I know about your narrow ass dad, don't get me wrong. And I know about your flippy ass mom. But I didn't know that you were married.
So the point is, this is a business transaction, is it not?
Yeah.
In the same breath, you tell us how valuable we are, what a good job we did,
Yeah.
and you insult us
You
by
got it.
saying if we kill this person for you,
Yeah.
you'll provide us a connection.
You
I can
got
go
it.
talk to my father and he'll provide me this connection for free.
Oh, Willie.
You know what? I could just go talk to Fencer myself.
Oh, you can you? All right.
You get something done, money talks, and bullshit walks, my friend.
You know, I got to tell you one thing, kid. One thing. And this is the truth. I know who the fuck you are. You might pull that bullshit on somebody else on the streets and they might buy that shit. But I know who your dad is. and I know who your mom is, and I know who the fuck you are. So, if you can, go ahead and do it. I'll let you. But I think you're going to come back and realize that there's nobody to give you as good of a deal as old Smokey Kaz can. I've shot it to you guys straight, haven't I? I got you your platinum. Look at those stacks in front of you. Who did that? I did that. Me, Smokey Kaz. I did that for you. Now you keep working for me, and I'll help you out. It's just that simple, guys.
I'm on board, frankly. I wouldn't mind a little cash to sweeten the pot, but that's
What
fine.
are you talking about, cash to sweeten the pot? I just dropped $5K large on you.
That was for one job, but that's
I know.
fine.
That was technically for another job. I'm frankly just in it for killing an Iusian, so.
Sure.
And
That's
that's
fine.
the beauty of it, Silverwolf.
It is a matter of respect,
Do
gentlemen.
you know what we're gonna start doing as soon as we get this out of the way?
I'm hoping killing more Iusians.
We're gonna kill all them sons of bitches. We're gonna kill Aris, all them priests, all them followers. We're gonna take Rook Roost back, and we're gonna run it as our place. It's the Outfits place, nobody else's. The Outfits.
Well,
And fuck that guy who's. Let's see him come down now. He's got to deal with them Furandians and all these other guys. Worst thing ever happened to him was the peace. Because after the peace, guess what happened? All those other guys stopped fighting, and they all started looking where? Straight at his punk ass.
you know what, Kaz?
Yeah?
This may be the start of a beautiful friendship.
That's what I was hoping for!
Yeah.
I may have misjudged you.
I actually stand up at this point and leave the room.
Why is everyone such a diva?
Oh, that was pretty good. All right. So basically, at that point, then, all right. He lets you go. I mean, Pete looks at you, and he actually kind of whimpers as you walk by.
Something wrong with Pete, man.
Oh, Pete's the bomb. Just don't fight him. Okay, so I'm gonna do this for a minute. I'm gonna cut scene. So Three Toes, you up and you leave the room. Where are you gonna? What are you gonna do? Where are you gonna go?
Go out in the hallway and wait. Just waiting.
Okay, just gonna wait in the hall.
Keeping an eye out, but just waiting in the hall.
Okay.
I've heard enough BS for this morning. I
Okay.
had my fill.
All right. So we'll go back. That was a quick cutscene. All right, we'll go back. All right, so we'll go back
brief
inside.
Interlude.
Yeah, we'll go back inside. So you guys are there with Smokey Kaz. He finishes his coffee. He pushes out. All right. Simple.
I'm in.
Yes. You're in.
I'm in as well. Let's-
You're in. Come on, Raleigh. Do your old man and your mom proud. You in?
I think
Well,
he's
your old
Morgan
man.
now.
Oh,
What?
he's Morgan? Who?
I
What?
still
That's
don't, I still don't
Raleigh.
understand that. Yeah, that's
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Raleigh. And I just
I should apologize for this. I guess you're gonna have to you got your mom and your dad on two different sides of things. I guess you got to figure out which,
all right. I'm just gonna say it's not really cool to talk about someone's parents in this situation.
Well, his parents, you got one who's over here, he's a made man basically. He was second in charge of the outfit. Then you got his mom. No offense, Raleigh. She wishes she was blowing somebody named Aris. I'm just saying. No offense.
No offense. no.
I take my my fork and I throw it so it lands on the table in front of him. And I say,
Roll.
Yeah. All right. Now
Give me an
again,
attack roll.
this is.
You wanted to stick?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Now
go ahead,
again,
roll.
I'm a tavern brawler,
Yeah. All right. That's what's going to let you do this.
so it's a dexterity because I'm throwing it.
Yeah. Just
Dexterity attack, and then plus my fuck. It's a total of 8 with my proficiency.
that, That's what I was hoping. So basically, you take a fork and you chuck it, and it like hits the table and like skids across the table. It skids past where Smokey Kaz is sitting, and then like Pete just picks it up and starts using it to shovel the food into his mouth. Smokey Kaz watches it and goes, "Okay."
Anyway, my point is, it's not. We're getting off track here.
Yeah, getting violent with cutlery. I don't understand. What's going on? So you guys are in. Raleigh, you in. I want to hear.
Go home. And he subtly casts suggestion.
I love it.
Ooh. Okay. Let me see here.
I swear to God, if you roll good, I'm going to be so pissed.
I hope
That
so.
will beat my DC.
What's your DC?
14.
Pete.
That's a 9, by the way, because you guys can't see that.
Pete stops, looks around, starts to get up. It's like he's doing those like his ass is getting closer towards the door, but his front half is still sitting there shoveling food. Like, all the food off his plate.
You can take the plate with you.
And he starts licking his fingers and he walks out. Okay, 3 toes. The door opens up. Pete comes like walking past you, and he just goes and he starts going down the stairs.
I say, smart move, Pete. To see you later, my old friend.
Smokey looks over and then he looks back at you, Ronnie, goes, I guess you do have some of your old man's ways in you. Doesn't change anything. You in, you're not.
Stands up. Morgan stands up. You have insulted me. You have insulted my family.
Okay.
Give you one opportunity, and one opportunity only, to make it right.
I apologize.
And he stares at him for a long time. And then he turns back into Raleigh. It's okay.
Okay. All right. So now that that's over, you in, Raleigh? What's going on? I mean, besides the switching your code around and shit like that.
Well, was Morgan here? That guy's an asshole. I'm sorry. See?
Wait. Who's Morgan again? All right, forget it. We'll worry about that later.
His name is Morgan Norjor Ellerdeer. He's a duke from. I don't have my notes in front of me. The next kingdom over. He's a dick.
Okay.
Well, it's a whole thing.
Did your dad know about that? Just wondered.
I don't know what he knows. You know, I've been back in town for like a week.
I'm gonna say no. Okay, so I mean, come on, spill it, man. You gonna do this or not? Come on.
You're not offering us any money, Smokey. You think I work for no money?
You're gonna get a ton of money at the end of it. Come on, don't be a dick.
I
Just
mean,
say yes or no.
I will
All right.
say
Smokey, be honest.
That's a
with me
bit
right now.
vague.
You think that you're the only game in town? You think you're the only person hitting us up for work? It's not close, my friend.
Smokey gets up.
3 jobs that we're saying no to, so we can come talk to you, and you're offering us no money.
Smokey gets up. He leans over, looks at the pastries that were in the table there. He finds one, picks it up, looks it over, takes a bite out of it, and goes, "You know what? You got 24 hours. You gentlemen figure out what the fuck you're doing. Come back here. Let whoever's at the front door know." Throws the rest of the pastry in his mouth. You tell him your answer. We'll go from there. Just remember this. I'm part of the outfit. You say no to me, you say no to the outfit. All right, we'll talk to you later. And hey, by the way, Raleigh, it's pretty slick what you did to Pete. I'm going to have to remember that. And he turns and he walks by and he walks out and he starts walking past you, 3 toes, and he goes, "It's a tight group you got in there, 3. Really tight."
Better than you.
Yeah, you're right about that. I couldn't be trusted near as much as these fuckers are. Hey, you know what? Stay on the right side. Me and you, the past. You know what I'm saying? Talk to you later. He starts walking away.
So they never brought the Bloody Marys.
Like,
I can't help it.
They sure as fuck didn't bring it to Bloody Marys.
I can't help but notice.
You can't trust that guy.
That'll be reflected in the tip.
Can't trust him.
Yeah, like,
I'm sure there's a tip coming your way.
Yeah.
Right.
Raleigh, we can't trust anyone.
No.
That's the whole.
No. He's running a con. Every con is a 3-step process. First, you have him do something small. You reward him. Next, you have him do something a little bit bigger with the promise of reward. You get because you've gotten their beak wet.
Right.
And then something goes wrong, and then you need them, and then you're desperate, and then that's when they close. That's step 3, and they get you to do something stupid.
Well, here's
You never do something for someone who will promise to maybe do something for you down the line. I've made a lot of money that way.
Look at it this way. I don't really care what he gives us. All I care about is disrupting Ayuz's shit and then getting eventually to Ayuz and making it hard for him. If we know this guy, this
I was trying to
Burkar.
kill that wizard when we were in the temple, frankly.
I had a good couple of shots on him too. I was sorry I didn't kill him then. But if we kill him, that's a hit against Ayuz. That's all I care about.
You're missing the point. It's not about the money.
I don't
It's
care
not
about the
about
money.
killing this guy. Right. It's not about that. It's about the fact that he's not willing to pay us, and it's about the fact that he wants us to kill this guy. If he hadn't asked us to kill this guy, and you
This
were like,
is
hey,
where Norjor would tune in
But
with.
Norjor's not here.
I know, but he would probably say something like, "How does this get me closer?"
But he's
to
not
killing
here.
Ayuz.
we will
This is
slowly-
just Raleigh talking to Silverwolf and Winden right now.
and actually, I came back in the room after
So-
Kaz left.
Yeah, Raleigh just doesn't trust. He like.
I don't
the whole
trust-
thing-
I don't trust him
now
either.
He feels like he's being conned.
Look, all this guy wants is to make himself look better in the outfit and rise the ranks and get his own coin, his own power, whatever it is. I don't care about any of that. All I care about is making things as difficult as I can for Ayuz. And if I have to kill every Ayuzian wizard and priest and cultist and orc and hobgoblin that work for him, I don't see that as a problem.
I see what you're saying, Raleigh, and I don't disagree with you, but I think we should just go in with the assumption that we know Kaz is running something,
Right.
and
He's not
just-
looking in for our best interest. I don't think
of
he's
course
going to help us get our souls back. I don't think Fencer is either. What we do
But-
know that could get our souls back is by, well, at least I don't even trust Gurner or
the best hope we have, though, is
right.
to just follow this crazy plan that we've been thrust into.
right. And frankly, all I
essentially
care
is-
about anyway is Ayuz.
Yeah.
If I can get my soul back, I want to. That's a goal, but if I can't, but I can still take down as much of Ayuz's forces as possible, then that's good enough for me at this point. Now, Three Toes, what's
That's
your
a
deal?
valid argument. I don't want to work for him. If it was anybody else, I would be more amiable. Why don't you? Why don't we divvy up this platinum here, guy? I want my share here.
Sure.
I'm also going to propose that we send our big blue friend share onwards to him through whatever methodology would be acceptable.
Here's the thing
After
about
all,
that.
it was part of the contract. It's part of the contract.
I take I sort of take my glove off and pull up the shirt, and one of the leather bracelets that I had, the last one that I had, so it's further down on my wrist, put together. I take out the dagger that Three Toes gave me. I cut it off, and I say he made his choice and he left. I just let the leather fall to the ground. I said he made his choice. He left. He left us. Yeah, he got the book. Big deal. So he's on his own as far as I'm concerned.
You
I
can
don't
tell.
even think frost giants need money.
Be that as it may, I will take 1/5 of the share. If you choose to steal the rest, then that's up
Understood.
to you.
I'll take a fifth.
Well, yeah. It's
So-
you can tell it's
Okay.
hurting.
I'm fine
Wyndon.
with Wyndon taking Norjor's share or splitting it with Raleigh because I don't think Norjor has earned it by
Well,
leaving
Norjor
the
also
group.
doesn't care about money, really.
Right.
Wyndon
Right.
does.
So I'm
I mean,
fine
my-
with
my
I'm fine
five
with
quick
Wyndon
minutes.
and Raleigh taking my share of Norjor's share. How about that?
All right. And so as he collects this 1,500 gold in platinum, he's like, Silverwolf, I heard you lost 6 gold. I don't know what happened to it, but let me help you out here, buddy. And he gives him 3 gold.
I take it out of principle, and I just look at thanks.
So that's if we're doing that, then if Raleigh and I are taking what would be Norjor's share, that's 150 each for us, and you guys each get 100. Is that right?
Yep.
No, 1,500.
Well, I mean it's platinum.
Well, it's
150
platinum, yeah.
Yeah, you got it. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is the happiest we've seen Wyndon.
Smiles ear to ear, man.
So, guys, I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. I think we should go see my pops. Why are we dealing with Smokey Kaz anyway? Go over his head. We want to get to Vic Richard. We want to get up the food chain. Why are we dealing with small fish?
I want to kill
Perfect point.
Buracar.
Well,
we can. I mean, we can
What?
still kill Buracar and then go over his head. Although, I'm
Why
still
don't we
not.
go over his head and then kill Buracar?
Wait a minute.
So as far as anybody who matters knows, we did it for someone else. I don't want to help this Smokey Kaz. I don't trust him anymore. He rubs me the wrong way. He insulted my
Well,
family.
no offense, I don't trust your father.
Well, yeah, but, you know.
His family.
I do.
Dad just a couple days ago, Raleigh.
Yeah. Hey, he asked us to come work for him.
He asked you guys to go work for him.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
of you.
Well,
Oh,
at
yeah.
least, technically, it was me and Raleigh.
Yeah, the natives.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
he'll love to meet you. He's a wizard too, Wyndon.
not a wizard. Still not a wizard.
Tell him that. He'll
No.
love it. Such a kid. My dad's got a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
You know that the title of this episode is going to be "I'm Not a Wizard," right?
Oh, yeah.
If we were a little bit bigger, that would absolutely be a T-shirt.
What are you talking about? It still can be.
Yeah, I'm gonna
There you
work
go.
on it this week.
Yeah.
I don't really like working for Kaz either, but I don't like. I mean, that's the game. You work for people you don't really want to work for until you can work for yourself. That's how it works.
What's
Yeah,
gonna
that-
give
you
us
used
the?
to, you used to work for Merck.
Yeah, I mean, Merc was cool, but like, you.
Oh, by
Michael-
the way, I'm pretty sure Merc is working with Kaz.
What?
I forgot about this, but I asked Smokey Kaz how he knew so much about you after your conversation in the alley there, and he
Yeah.
said that he got the information from Merc. I'm sorry, it just I didn't think about it, but it just came up now that you mentioned his name because I don't know who the fuck Merc is.
I
But
think he tortured him and murdered him.
I mean, that's theoretically possible, but
Okay, this changes a couple things for me. I'm happy if you guys want to go talk to your dad, Raleigh. I'm gonna go find Merc and talk to him. I've got some stuff to straighten out with him.
now if he's working with the outfit, I think maybe we should go. I don't.
I mean,
I
if
think
you
we've had a lot
All
of.
right, enough talk and chatter. Let's go. Let's go talk to his people here. And with that, I stand up in motion. Let's get out of this disgusting place at the very minimum.
It's a nice place.
What are you talking about? There's no death going on here. Of course they do it in this place.
All right. So when they leave, Raleigh's gonna just take one quick second and run over to the perfume shop across the street and pick out something nice in like the 10 gold range.
Okay, so you're telling them then, not me. So as you
Yeah,
guys,
well,
as
that's
you guys
so
are all,
just
I-
give me 1 second, guys, and he runs into the perfume place.
Steal something nice.
And actually, so he's going to pay for one, and as he's doing that, use that as a distraction to pocket one as well.
oh, beautiful. Give me a roll. Give me a sleight of hand.
How much perfume are we going to steal in this adventure?
I know, right? This would be 3 bottles. Well, 2 bottles.
With advantage, right? Because of the whole ruse
The advantage would have been great, yeah.
Of buying one, sure, I'll let you have it.
Then he got a natural 20. You should have looked at the screen before you
got-
agreed to that.
No, that's all right. That's all right. I watched it roll. You got 3 bottles. It's
right.
players, man. There's nothing but a bunch of teenagers in there going, oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not good at
So-
stealing things. That's why I
He
panicked when I
tried to
started
pay for
asking
a
the
moderate
questions.
one, and then steal a nice one. And then he runs back into the green egg.
Well, let's put it this way. You know absolutely nothing about perfume. That's why
not
you
true at
stole.
all.
That's why you
No.
stole 3. You know about perfume.
I would,
All right.
I would think if any of us knew about perfume, it would be Raleigh.
Yeah,
That's
no,
true.
Raleigh, yeah,
But why?
because Raleigh,
Paint it for me.
how do I put?
Yeah.
Raleigh is interested in women, and he is not a in the woods dirty sort of type.
Hey, now,
know what?
come on.
You know what?
That's
Now-
not,
now
that's
here's the
not
thing.
nice.
Here's the thing. If you'd have been a schmoozer and hitting on every broad that
He
had
has been.
game up,
That-
to,
no,
yeah,
no,
it's
no,
not.
that's the thing. Raleigh
He's not
is-
hit
there's a
on
difference
anybody.
between good with there's a difference between being good with women and being a slut. He's not
Yeah.
trying to.
Oh.
That is a very seduction is an important skill.
We could make the argument that he's hit on Jenna, that he's hit on
That's
Salice when she was in her
That's
beautiful
also
outfit, and he just hit on a fucking half-orc paladin.
Yeah.
Not to mention the Julie, the waitress, or the.
Oh, that's
Julia's
right.
getting
That's-
34
That's
right
true.
now.
He's running
That's
back
true.
in right now to give
Yeah.
this to Julie.
He hasn't been
And,
successful in any of these
Okay, so
endeavors.
this is okay. So here we go. This is what we're gonna say because this is, you got a good chance of this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do?
Plus,
is
I'm going to add this. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
You have to imagine that his father
Uh-huh.
Taught him
is
something.
soaked in cologne, right?
That's
At all
cologne.
times.
It's alone. It's okay.
But I'm
so
saying
this-
he understands
I-
scent.
it's okay.
He understands.
I-
He's a.
I don't know
I've
how I
got
got
the
this. If
solution.
Raleigh doesn't know about perfume, that's fine.
I
But
have,
anyway, he grabbed something he thought looked
I have
nice.
the solution. Here's the solution. Because you're stealing it, you're not really necessary. You're going to try and steal something nice. So basically, you got 3 bottles. That's what I'm
Sure.
saying. I'm being nice. You got natural 20. That's 3
That's
bottles.
fine.
Okay, so roll 3 rolls. If you get over 20, over 20. If you get over 10, I know, right? If you get over 10 on any of them, it's really good perfume. If you get under 10,
There you go.
Look at
There you
that.
go.
It's a natural 20 and 2 natural 10s. I
So
am
you
all
got
Perf-
2.
Oh, natural 20 for
bottles.
perfume.
Yeah, you got 2 shit bottles of perfume, and you got 1 bottle that is the bomb perfume.
All right. So
Matter
yeah,
of
he'll go
fact,
and
it was
give,
the last one on the shelf, and it was behind the register, and you still got it.
It was probably behind the 2 shitty bottles.
Yes.
One of the
hit-
employees
left
was saving it for later. She was going to buy it
Exactly.
after she got off of work.
waiting for it to go on clearance.
I
Yeah,
used to work at
that's what
Toys
he
R
said.
Us. I know how this game is played.
There you go.
So so sorry, this was supposed to be fast. So he brings it back into to Julie and
It's turned
just
into a one-act
says that
play.
I hope this brightens your day.
And you give her one of the 1 bottles that you
The
rolled?
good one. Yeah. The good
Oh, you're going to give her the
man.
good bottle, not the shitty bottle.
one. Right.
All right. You need to roll me a persuasion.
With advantage.
Yes, definitely with advantage. He's got perfume he's giving her. Expensive and top of the line. Everybody wants perfume.
There you go. 22.
She takes it. She looks at it. Looks at you. Looks at the perfume. Looks at back at you. Looks at the perfume. Looks at you and goes, "Why would you give me this?"
You seem like you were having a bad day.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then she comes around the booth real quick before you can run away, and she gives you a kiss on the cheek and sprays it onto her and goes, "Thank you so much." Raleigh, right?
Yeah, it's Raleigh, and he just now he's acting like very cool, like he doesn't care. And
Of
he's
course.
just like, "Enjoy
Of
it.
course.
Okay, bye.
That's
And you're
exactly
saying
what
he's not a ladies' man.
He's not. Trust me. Wait until he gets her alone, then you're gonna see what's gonna happen. Well played, sir. Well played.
Return to the Bandit Kingdoms after dark.
Exactly.
All right. So you guys leave out. What are you doing? What's going on? What's happening?
I'm going to see my father.
I want to kill the evil wizard.
Well, we don't.
We know where he is. He's hanging out in the temple.
How about we'll kill the wizard after
Yes,
lunch?
because that's where he lives.
Yeah. Plus, we want to get in there anyway, steal the money.
Oh, we definitely want that. Yes.
Yeah.
But we're gonna need 3 toes for that.
After lunch, we'll kill everyone after lunch.
I mean, it is a bit early for slaughtering evil wizards.
Yes, you definitely don't want to do that.
Yeah.
That's,
Especially just after breakfast, we might cramp up.
It ruins your whole day. You know what
Well,
I mean?
ask 3 toes. 3 toes. Do you know where this wizard would be residing?
Well, the last we saw him, he was in
I
the...
don't.
No, Three Toes does not know. He is not an Arulian of any sorts. He is
Okay.
an Iusian.
All right.
Yeah, but last we saw him, he was in that temple.
Sure.
Yeah. While
With a
there was
demon.
some sort
I
of
may point that out with a demon in it.
I mean,
Yes.
but we think... I
Just
think he summoned that demon. I don't think that demon's hanging out there all day and night.
You don't know that.
I don't know
That
that,
could be-
but this is
That could be
Silverwolf
a hot
talking.
spot. There could be like demons going in there all the time.
Plus, I'll be honest with you, I'm all for killing demons too. We already took
All
out
right.
a good number of
Let's
their...
do some recon. Sure.
Okay.
Why don't
Yeah,
we
well,
do-
no, I agree. We shouldn't just kick... Well, although, now that I'm saying this, I kind of want to just kick open the doors and walk in. But
Yeah.
I do agree that's not the best plan of action.
Thank you.
Right.
And
right.
I trust... You know, and I think we were part of the same regiment. We weren't in the same area for a while, but I trust your tactical expertise. I was just a scout, so I trust that kicking open the door and walking into the den of evil is not the best idea.
Here's my
Wow,
problem. If we
yeah.
end up
But
actually
it sounds
executing
cool.
It does sound cool.
this plan, so to speak, we will be doing it without. We're doing it for nothing. I mean, not for nothing. I know why we're doing
We're
it.
doing it to kill an Iusian wizard.
But we're doing
That's
it. and
worth. That's priceless.
But we're still not gonna. If we're gonna
I'll give you. I don't know how much of this platinum you want. I'll
Okay,
pay you.
So there are a lot of Iusian wizards, though, right? Why this one?
I mean, we'll start with
Actually-
this one. I'm not saying that we'll stop here.
Actually,
Well, then let's go
no.
kill the different one.
There's not a lot of Iusian wizards actually. This guy is. Let me see what his name is again, real quick.
Burrakar. I wrote that one
thank you.
down.
Burrakar. Okay, now Burrakar he's essentially the Iusian wizard of Rook Roost. Okay?
Okay.
Aside from him, the next Iusian wizard you're going to run into.
Would we
is
know
a guy-
this?
Yeah, actually, you would. Especially if you're Rookrusian guys and you've been around for the little bit that you've been around here, and you've heard the word of Krasner thrown around a bit.
Oh, I've heard that name too.
Yeah, and Krasner he's a Boneheart. He's lesser Boneheart. Okay, and what the Boneheart is
I was going to ask that.
okay. I use a special circle. It's called the Boneheart.
Oh, that's why I've heard of this asshole.
It's full of a bunch of like priests and wizards that are like all blowing them. Okay. Below that circle is called the Lesser Boneheart, which these are all the guys that are scheming and trying to get to be a Boneheart. Okay. Krasner is a Lesser Boneheart. He's in charge of fucking the Bandit Kingdoms, essentially. Okay. Now Burkhart, what's his name again?
Burkhart.
Burkhart. Okay, Burkhart is he's an Iusian wizard, but he's not Lesser Boneheart. He's not Boneheart. He's just an Iusian wizard, and he's the only one in Rookroost. Rookroost has a very limited amount of Iusians actually in it. It relies on the Rookroostians to keep it in order. That's why you have two factions in Rookroost. You got the old school, basically the old school guys who all basically that used to be guild became outfit. Then you got some guys who were like bitter about that, and they all work for Aris. And there's the people that work with Aris, and those are your two factions within Rookroost. Okay, there's some Iusian priests, obviously, because you saw a whole bunch of them. But most of those guys, as you could tell, as you were whacking them out pretty easy, those are pretty much like acolytes, just like the guys who run the temple and shit. You know what I'm saying? So those aren't like even high level priests. There's not an awful lot of Iusian presence.
And we killed a good number of them while we were there.
You killed over half of them. So, because Rookroost pretty much capitulated and said, "Hey, we're on your side." You know what I mean?
I think
All right.
if Raleigh really wants to
Move your mic. We can't hear you.
How about this? Is that
That's
better?
perfect.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
I'm sorry, I keep doing that. I think if Raleigh really wants to talk to his dad, that's fine. I actually really want to talk to Mark now that I know he's alive.
Well, I thought he got tortured and murdered. He didn't get tortured and murdered?
That was an assumption.
I thought he did. I mean, everyone else practically did. I don't honestly like to.
I mean, why else would he tell Smokey Kaz about you, right? Like, you never tell anybody about your friends.
Well, it's complicated. Let's just say it's complicated. But so why don't we do that? Why don't we split up? We'll talk to
party.
Exactly. Our respective people. We get some info. We get some whatever. We come back and we decide what we're gonna do.
Bingo.
Personally, I think if we're gonna kill this wizard anyway, we might as well do it under the purview of working for Kaz, because then we get some possible benefit out of it, rather than just killing him and be like, other than the intrinsic reward of killing it, using it, of course.
Right.
Which again is reasonable to me.
Sure. So I'll be honest, Raleigh, I don't want to meet your dad. He's a scary individual.
A little bit.
And I'd rather him not know my face if at all possible. But I've got some stuff now to sort out on my end. I still
You
think
thought my mom was nice, though, right?
I like your mom. She seems nice. But yeah, why don't we? I mean, if anyone wants to come with me, they can. But it's going to be a little bit weird. There's some questions.
Weird
I've
sounds
got.
like Three Toes.
Not that weird. But let's talk to our respective people, and then we could come back and make a better informed decision.
I
Sounds
think
good. Let's do it.
I think Three Toes maybe he wants to talk to somebody. Am I right, Three?
Perfect. It'd be a family reunion, and then Three Toes does his thing.
I want to follow up with this half-orc, this green-haired chick from earlier, to see if
Zendra.
Syndra
I was thinking too, if-
can extend some introductions, but that's about it.
Well, if we end up actually going after this wizard, we definitely should go talk to her, because she'll help. She was in there fighting him like...
Oh, probably.
That's a good
Probably.
point, yeah.
That's a good point.
All right,
first-
so Wyndon
so-
goes
Okay.
sees Merc, Three Toes goes see Zendra, and I'll go with Raleigh to go see his dad.
That sounds like a plan.
Sweet.
And we're going to actually, because I know Michael has a hard cutoff date,
Which
time
we've passed.
date.
45 minutes ago.
Did we really, Michael?
11 o'clock my time.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Oh.
no, it's not. He's not East Coast. I'm just keeping track.
Yeah, I always forget about that.
I was about to feel like really bad. So, we're going to go ahead and, granted, it's only like 13 minutes earlier than what our normal cutoff date is.
It's probably a good place to stop, though. Yeah.
We're going to cut it off there with the 3 different people going to talk to the 3 different things. And then that's where we'll pick up next Tuesday with everybody going to their respective places. We get to meet Merc.
Yeah. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right. So, with that being said, I want to say thank you to everyone again for watching the 11th episode of Return to the Bandit Kingdoms, and thank you again to everybody who has turned in repeatedly. And I'm going to give some shout outs to Frank. Everybody say hi to Frank.
Hey, Frank.
Hi, Frank.
I'm going to give shout-outs to Commander Rude, Vogli Oragazi, Kevin Bluck, who followed us 6 days ago, Frank Creed, of course, Jacob
Frank.
Jansen, ZFolks12,
Dick Champion. Can't forget
Abby Gator Frenzy. Now, I gotta say, I hope it's not the University of Florida Gators, but otherwise we think you're cool. Cog Whistle, G3133M. That may actually say something, but I don't understand how any of that stuff works. And of course, my personal favorite, Mr. Dick Champion.
Champion.
For our most recent
love that guy.
followers. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in again, and hope you had a great time. We always appreciate you coming and tuning in. As always, don't forget, hey, if you want a Wicked Studios t-shirt, put the link up in the chat here. But you can always go to Wicked
Just
Studios.
mortgage your house.
Yeah, pretty much.
You'll be...
They're a little bit more expensive than a traditional t-shirt, but it's worth it.
Hold on. Oops, what the hell is this?
What'd you do?
I can't continue the site. Okay, I am going to do a little promotion for you.
Oh, okay. This is something new here. This is now. Granted, remember when he tried streaming to 3 different locations?
Yeah,
and it went really well.
All right, come on now. That wasn't nice.
No good deed goes unpunished, as they say.
I can never say enough about Adam, and I would never be able to do anything half as good as he does with this show. So, there's a reason he's a producer and I'm not.
Yeah,
so
I also can't seem to figure out how to promote your shirt here.
It's all right.
It looks great though in the picture, I gotta say.
Hey, you know what? I gotta say, there's one thing that's really cool about Wicked Studios. We got a killer fucking logo. See that?
We're gonna be working on some new shirts too, because I want one. So we've got some other shirts that are going to be coming up here in the future. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't put your shirt up. But anyway,
that's all right. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I'm just fucking around anyway. It's the same reason why I don't hit people up for money. It's like I'll hit you up to buy a T-shirt, but that's about it.
It's actually $20. $20 for a shirt's pretty good.
Yeah, it's the shipping that's.
That cost $352.
There you go. Exactly. If it was normal.
That's just the continental U.S. If you're in Hawaii, all right, forget it.
But let's put it this way.
It weighs though. In Will's defense, it weighs 85 pounds.
There you go.
Really good.
It's a really heavy shirt.
I really can't really stand up that much. My chair is on hydraulics. That's how I get up and down. All right, anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, gentlemen, always for coming and playing.
Thank you.
And we will see everybody next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Sounds good. See you guys.
All right.
So long.
Peace out.